Well, hi everyone. How are you? Oh, terrible? Yeah? Okay. How are you? I hate to be that guy that's like, be louder, but like the first one was really sad. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Second one sounds better. My name's Kalie Shorr. We are the Suffragettes. You just learned a lot about us by watching the little video. How many of you is it your first time at Suffragettes? That's like, okay, cool. So you're coming to like a really big show for the first time. We have some really cool stuff coming up. We have Miss Kelsey Ballerini who's going to be here. A very fun fact is that Kelsey played our second show ever 8 years ago to maybe 20 people. And like we were either related or lived with all of them. So it's very exciting to see things grow. And I want to give a shout out to everybody who's watching the live stream as well. Yeah, it's a very special night. I'm so thankful that you guys are here. I have been playing Suffragettes the entire 8 years. I played the first show, and it has just been a really, really rewarding thing to watch it grow. And we have an incredible lineup tonight that I'm personally very excited to get a front row seat to. Down here with the amazing guitar strap, we have Ava Page. Yeah. Hey, y'all. Next, we have Nicolle. We have my girl, Ava Suppelsa. And last but very much so not least, Lanie Gardner. And this is your first time playing, right?
So what?
This is your first time playing?
This is my first time playing.
What a night to have be your first time. Yeah, give her another big one.
Thank you.
You're going to kill it. And then holding us down and keeping us accountable to the rhythm is Mia Morris. Mia has been playing with us for a long time. She puts up with all of us forgetting to send her our songs in advance, and she's just amazing. We're so lucky to have you. But Ava's going to start us off.
Well, hey, y'all. I am so happy to be here tonight and honored to be playing the Suffragettes' 8th anniversary. Oh, my gosh. I remember, I grew up in Nashville, so I've always known about the Suffragettes, but, like, when you first, like, decide, you want to do the music thing, it's just like, okay, you got to go watch the Suffragettes because those ladies know what's going on. And so I've always loved, just watching y'all's shows and so happy that I get to be a part of the rounds now, so. But I wrote this first one with two very good friends of mine and two amazing ladies here in town, Miss Corey English and Miss Marla Cannon-Goodman. But it's called Grew Up, Grew Wild. One grew up wrong side of the tracks. One was trying not to get caught, was sneaking out the back. Well, she was front pew sitting in her Sunday dress. Well, he was Holly jeans, back row, smelling like cigarettes. Her mama thinking she was at her best friend's house, but she was shotgun riding where the road ran out, blowing past midnight with her hand in his. She got the first taste of beer off his lips. We're 17, it don't seem that hard. Well, till you take growing up just a little too far. And ooh, ain't that how the story always goes? Ooh, it's hard to see ahead when you're so close. 'Cause one's staying still, one's chasing miles, one's in love, one is just a child, one is growing up, one's growing wild. The dreams called out and she had to fly. His hands got dirty at that 9 to 5. And days, then months, then years went past. Well, he was watching them road, she barely looked back. Ooh, She got lost, but she found her way back. He was waiting there right side of the tracks. Thank you.
That was awesome. I forgot what I was doing. I'm here to sing. Remember. I changed my song. I know my manager's watching right now, and he's like, "You're gonna change the song," and I am. I've been here almost a year. In April it'll be a year, so it was amazing. I think I was 2 weeks new here, and I had my audition for this, and I met Todd. And in the middle of audition, I know I think I said a word and slipped over my own mouth as I'm doing right now, and it was just an embarrassing moment, but it kind of like started us off on this cool relationship. And I wrote a song with two amazing other writers, Kayla Dunbar and Kinsley Melhorn. The song is called Nashville Story. So I feel like it's only fitting if I kind of do that. This is where we are, and it's kind of where I came from. So thank you. I'm gonna tune because I can't handle it. So I'm gonna talk some more.
I would tell a joke,
yeah,
but all mine are dirty.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think. I'm like, there's kids out there.
No jokes for you? No?
Yeah, I would much rather deal with an awkward silence than
Let's
an
do it
awkward
together.
3 minutes where like the E string is actually
Also,
a
can we
D.
get a round of applause for the amazing decorating team up here with
I
all the
know.
flowers
Yes.
and everything? It looks so pretty, and it smells so good.
You guys are here on a very special night.
I'm good now. Thank you both. For that. That was wonderful. That was wonderful. I had to take some Benadryl before I came on stage. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. And the song is called Nashville Story. Thank you for that filler. I appreciate that. Literally filler. That was good. That was good. She's a fresh 18. She got here in a hurry. Oh, left her friends in the dust back in New Jersey. She bought a one-way ticket out of nowhere, take her somewhere soon. Living in this new town's different than she's used to. It's something to get used to, yeah. How you grew up, you moved in, you put everything on the line, hoping you'll find something familiar to reach your word mind. Now we're looking for a little piece of that Dixieland delight. But if you could tell me anything, oh, tell me how you got there and why you'll never leave, and tell me your Nashville story, yeah. Come tell me your Nashville story, yeah. Said I've been dreaming about this since I was 11. I'm 47 now. Been running from everyone's expectations. Said I gave up everything that I thought I would need for a 6-string and a melody. Oh, you say that, oh, you see it in me, so I knew I had to leave. So I showed up, so I moved there, I put everything on the line, hoping I find something familiar to reach my worried mind. So now I'm looking for a little piece of that Dixieland delight. If I could tell you anything, I swear I'll tell you how I got here. Don't think I'll ever leave. I wanna tell you my Nashville story. So tell you a Nashville story. I swear sometimes you gotta go and keep what you know, leave all the rest behind. Sometimes you gotta go and keep what you know and leave all that stuff behind, yeah. Sometimes you gotta go, keep what you know and leave all the rest behind, oh. So if I could tell you anything, I'll tell you how I got here. I don't think I'll ever leave. I'm gonna tell you my Nashville story. Oh no, I'm gonna tell you a Nashville story. Yeah, oh no, yeah. I'm gonna tell you a Nashville story. Thank you so much.
Very fitting for the vibe. So a little story. When we started Suffragettes, there were 4 or 5 of us, and Todd gave us each $50 and told us to go buy a chair. And so that's where these chairs came from. They've been here for 8 years, and I realized while you were singing your beautiful song that mine might be hitting its expiration date. So I just rammed it back together, but if it does fall apart, I just want someone to be filming so at least I can get a viral TikTok out of it. Just keep that in mind, but I really don't have a lot of confidence in this chair tonight. So it's been good to me for 8 years, but apparently I did something to piss it off today. So this is a song that is 100% autobiographical, because when you start kind of wading into that oversharing territory, especially when it involves other people, you can only tell the truth because you're like, all right, I've gone this far, I can't make anything up, like that's the line. So this is just kind of my life story and a song, and it came out this past summer, and I got to produce it with Butch Walker, who's one of my favorite musicians of all time. And yeah, that was very, very cool. He's the literal best, and yeah, it was like I was so awkward the whole time because I was just like probably made him feel really uncomfortable. But yeah, this is my song called Love Child.
My daddy came here on a boat. My mama came here on a plane. I got here by accident, but God doesn't make mistakes. He had something always lit up in his left hand. She was dragging around Jesus' guilt. 7 half-brothers and sisters with their glasses all half filled. I was a flower coming up through the pavement, like a sad song ending in an amen. I'm a wild, wild love child, looking for wild love. 1969 on speed, darling, Woodstock in my blood. I was the messenger and the black sheep, a lone wolf somewhere in between, the soundtrack and the movie of a wild, wild love child. Born 1,200 feet from the ocean, 200 feet from a bar. A product of the old kind of passion you only find in the back of a 2-tone car. Where I heard Rhiannon for the first time, my sister singing along for the last. Now she lives in the sky with the radio waves, comes down when I play Fleetwood Mac. I'm a wild, wild love child, looking for wild love. 1975 on speed, dialing rumors in my blood. I was the messenger and the black sheep, a lone wolf somewhere in between, the soundtrack and the movie of a wild, wild love child. I'm a Nirvana tattoo and a steel guitar. Oh, a church camp kid with tarot cards, dancing to the beat of a broken heart. A wild, wild love child, looking for wild love. 1994 on speed dial, and never mind in my blood. I was the messenger and the black sheep, a lone wolf somewhere in between, the soundtrack and the movie of a wild, wild love child. The soundtrack and the movie of a wild, wild love child. Thank you.
I love that song, Kaylee. So good.
Thank you.
Kaylee and I met through Song Suffragettes. After
Kind of got match made a little
yes,
bit.
after I auditioned for Song Suffragettes like 3 years ago, Todd said that we should write together. We wrote together. Kaylee recorded that song.
It was a single.
That we wrote.
It's called Out of It.
And then we've been friends ever since. That was years ago. So it's always great to share this stage with you. And Song Suffragettes has been so good to me over the past couple years. My name is also Ava. We have 2 Avas in a round, which is like unheard of.
Avas unite.
Yes, exactly. There are very, very few Avas my age, though. She is quite a bit younger than me, which is great because
Were your parents trendy?
they were. And then I think some actress named her daughter, Reese Witherspoon, or one of them named her daughter Ava.
One of them.
One of them. I don't know which one. She might be Apple. I can't remember who's Apple, who's Ava. They named their daughter Ava like 2 weeks after I was born, and my mom was like, "That was my name." But
You were Ava before Ava was cool.
there we go.
Imagine how the first Nevaeh feels.
Oh
You
my
know, like
gosh.
heaven backwards.
Yes,
That's a
I
big
know
one.
a few of those.
Yeah.
Anyways, my name is also Ava, and I'm super excited to be playing this show. I'm going to play a song for you guys that today is actually a very exciting day for me. I moved here about 5 years ago to write songs for other people. I like to sing, but I write them for other people mostly. And today, my very first song went to country radio. Thank you. So it went out for, if you aren't familiar with the terminology, it went out for ads today, which is basically it gets sent out to all the stations and they can choose whether or not to add it into rotation. And my song that I wrote, I'm not singing it, but the song that I wrote on was second most added behind Morgan Wallen today. So hopefully you guys will hear it on your country radio stations wherever you're from, and fingers crossed it has a good ride on there. But regardless, I'm just like happy to be in the game, because that's what I moved here to do. So I'm going to play this for you guys. Hopefully you will hear it on your radios. You may also hear it on Sirius XM The Highway. They play it on there a bunch. This is called Salt, Lime, and Tequila.
Boys lost that game on Sunday. I gotta work a double on Monday. And I wish that stack of bills would go on and pay themselves. When that glass looks half empty, I fill it up, don't let it get me down. If I know one thing, you gotta take it all with a grain of salt, lime, and tequila. Yeah, it all gets to fading with 1, 2, maybe 3 margaritas. Throwing back and watching wash all your worries away. At the end of the day, all you gotta do is take life with a grain of salt, lime, and tequila. There ain't much worth stressing over. Let it roll right off your shoulders. Time flies and life is short, so why not have one more with a dash on the rim? Pour it strong, mix it in. When it don't go your way, take it all with a grain of salt, lime, and tequila. Yeah, it all gets to fading with 1, 2, maybe 3 margaritas. Throwing back and watching wash all your worries away. At the end of the day,
to know this part by now because I've sang it so many times. So we're just gonna do this one more time together because I'm having a good day, and this will make it even better. You know what? Rain of salt, lime, and tequila. Yeah, it all gets to fading with one, two, maybe three margaritas. Going back and watching wash all your worries away at the end of the day. Laugh with a grain of salt, lime, and tequila. Beautiful. Thank you, guys. I forgot to say it, but Ryan Griffin recorded that. So if you like the song, you can find it online or wherever under Ryan Griffin. Thanks for singing, guys.
I like the song.
Thank you.
I like tequila. That's probably why. My name is Lanie Gardner. This is my first time here. I'm very, very excited. How do people talk and tune their guitars at the same time? Okay, all right, we're good. Yes. Funnily enough, I don't know if Kelsey's here just yet, but I thought this was funny. I just looked at my guitar pick, and it's actually from the tour that I met her on, the Jonas Brothers tour. That was fun. Is there any Jonas Brothers fans in here?
Yep. Totally had a Twitter account.
This first song I wrote back in 2015. I was probably a sophomore in high school. And I would say, you know, I don't want to date myself, but that would be stupid because I'm 22 years old. Still a baby. This is called Cry, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I don't think your volume may not be. Do you have your volume up? Yeah. There you go.
We're not getting any signal.
Did the battery die?
I think so.
No.
Here, you want that one? Here, we'll pass.
Pass them on.
This is what feminism looks like. That's why it's so nice to have 5 guitars on one stage. When you're alone, it's really awkward.
The first one on the left.
And just go middle on it.
This one.
To the string.
I'm trying to think of a joke, but again, they're all dirty, so sorry.
Can you tell I don't have much live experience either?
Aside from, touring with the Jonas Brothers.
That was actually my first show, so that was very scary.
That's insane.
Kind of just tossed me into the river there.
I've been waiting for too long. Second chances have come and gone. Yeah, I've heard that you found someone new. Sure, I got things I hope for you. I hope she's pretty. I hope you really think she is the one. And call your girl, make her your whole world when it's all said and done. Then I hope she leaves you, hope she deceives you. I hope she breaks your heart like you broke mine. Oh, she makes you cry. cry.
Yes, ma'am. So Mia holds it down for us. She learned all these songs, but predominantly she writes and sings her own. So you guys cool if Mia does a song right now? Yeah. Mia, have you officially graduated high school yet?
No.
You're coming close though, right?
No. I still have like a whole other year, man. I just took my ACTs, you know, I'm in that phase of high school. So.
I had a principal who was like, he was like, I know you're never going to go to college, you just want to go to Nashville, so I'm going to talk to this teacher, raise your history grade, and you can just call it
Shut
good.
up.
I know. Find you a Mr. Moses. I can help.
Please do.
I literally brought him cookies. It was a slow manipulation, but it worked, so.
I'm already taking notes. Are you kidding? The worst part about it is that the majority of the teachers at my school just expect that everyone's going to college. Like, they don't even consider the fact that some kids won't. And so I'm just sitting in class like, okay. Anyway.
Are they like forcing you to apply to places?
Yeah, they made me sign up on this whole website for like, what college you want to go to and what do you want to major in? And I'm like, haven't decided. Yes, I'm sure. Haven't decided. Like, anyway.
Never put your email in those things. Like, they're worse than spam callers. It's awful.
I still get people asking me if I want to go to college. I'm like, don't y'all know I dropped out?
I think I missed that boat.
Okay. If y'all can't tell, there's a distortion pedal up here with me. There's also a snare pedal, a kick pedal. Like, I went all out. It's the 8th anniversary. Hello. And, you know, I'm here every single Monday, but because it's a special Monday, I thought I would play a special song with crowd participation. So I hope you're ready. And this song is about a girl named Stacy whose mom has got it going on. But this song is written about Stacy and about her perspective of what it's like having a hot mom that like steals your man's. And it creates a traumatic life for a little girl. It's called Stacy's Song. Here we go. Her view on life all changed in middle school. She won't buy a fancy car or swimming pool. She won't let guys look in her eyes, and if they ask her why, she'll turn away. Then she'll say, "Not the one for me," and then she sets them free. They never last too long. 'Cause one guy did her wrong. Yeah, he fell for her mom, broke her heart. Stacy got a song. Yeah. Okay, y'all ready? Stacy, do you remember when I mowed your lawn? You say,
Mowed your lawn.
your mom came out with just a towel on.
Towel on.
I could tell she liked me from the way she stared.
The way she stared.
And the way she said, you missed a spot over there.
Spot over there.
That was beautiful. And that's why she won't talk about her dad. Just says he's gone. And she can't stand the smell of a fresh cut lawn. She won't let guys look in her eyes, and if they ask her why, she'll turn away. Then she'll say, "Not the one for me, no." And then she sets them free. They never last too long. 'Cause one guy did her wrong. Yeah, he fell for her mom and broke her heart. Stacy got a song. Hey! Stacy's mom has got it going on. Stacy's mom has got it going on. Sing it! Stacy's mom has got it. I can hear Stacy's mom. Yes, got it going on. You're not the one for me. And if she sets it free, they never last too long. 'Cause one guy did her wrong. He fell for her mommy, broke her heart. But Stacy got a song. Yeah, he broke her heart. But Stacy got a song.
Thank you.
Mia, you left out an important song fact. Who played a solo on your recording of that?
Okay, so Fountains of Wayne is the band that wrote Stacy's mom originally. And after I wrote that song, Jody Porter, Fountains of Wayne's guitar player, actually played a solo on my recorded version of that song. Which is crazy. It came full circle.
That's awesome.
I even DM'd Stacy, guys, and she liked the song. She literally heard the song, so, you know, there's that.
Casual.
It's amazing.
She would have never told you if I hadn't brought it up. And I'm like, I would lead with that. I don't understand the humility. I don't relate. Sorry. So proud of I want to be Mia when I grow up.
Can I get a little bit more guitar and vocal? If possible. Thank you much. Well, if y'all wouldn't mind, I'm gonna get a little bit personal with y'all. So, I won't go into huge detail, but a little bit about me and my story, for those of you who I have not met before. First off, again, thank you so much, Suffragettes, for having me up here, and thank you guys for coming out and listening and supporting women in country. Thank you so much. Thank you, Suffragettes, for supporting women in country and giving us, a platform to meet other women and share our songs that we've written. But a little bit about me. I started music when I was 10 years old. I'm a born and raised Nashvilleian. Is there any other Nashvilleians in the house? Hey, we got a few. Yes. Oh my gosh, unicorns unite. Please, yes. There's usually like none. So happy to see more than one. But I'm a born and raised Nashvilleian. I started music when I was 10. And things were going pretty well. I was, writing all the time and performing like crazy. When on July 1st, 2019, my life came to a screeching halt, and it changed forever. I was diagnosed with cancer. It was very, very sudden. I was doing a small tour in Texas, and we came home, knew something wasn't right. And we went to a pediatrician. Pediatrician sent us over to Vanderbilt Children's Hospital here in town. And I was stuck in a hospital room for a month and a half straight doing intensive chemotherapy every day, and told that there was a very high possibility that I would never get into remission in the first place. And when your personality is always go, 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 and you're told that you have to sit into in a hospital room and have toxins pumped through your veins 24/7, it's like, dang, man, really? Really is this happening? Because nobody's ready to hear that they have cancer. But my amazing support team, my amazing family, my amazing Nashville family, wrapped their arms around me. And I can proudly say, sitting here, that my last chemotherapy was on December 13th of last year. So thank you. And now I look back at that whole journey, and I wouldn't change a thing, because I've gotten to meet so many amazing people, work with so many amazing organizations, and really, help raise awareness for childhood cancer research. But, throughout the whole thing, I like to say I kept my faith in three things. I kept my faith in my family, my doctors, and my God. And, when you're a songwriter, what do? You write about the things that you know. So I brought all these emotions, to a couple buddies of mine, a fellow song suffragette, Miss S.J. McDonald, and an amazing writer here in town, Mr. Lance Carpenter. And we wrote this at a writer's retreat very recently. This is actually my first time playing it out, so y'all are my first audience. But yeah, it's just a reminder that when life throws its challenges your way, you gotta look for the positives, and He's always there with you. So it's called Look at God. I sat behind Sarah, a tail end of 10th grade. At 16 she was told 16 months, give or take. But I saw her in her front yard, playing with her kids today.
Living proof doctors don't know everything. Well, look at God. The TV show, the wreckage scattered up and down the street. Broken glass and concrete slabs where houses used to be. It could have been a bigger front page small town tragedy. How they all survived is still hard to believe. Well, look at God showing up. Can't you see what he's done? Look at God and answer prayers. Endless love always there. Look at God reaching down. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. He ain't hard to see whether you believe or not. Just look at God. It's a soldier coming home in time to see his son's first steps. Your best friend in a tux and tie, his bride in a dress. A stranger pulling over to help a stranger change a tire. It's the words of a song on the radio that just might save a life. Look at God showing up. Can't you see what he's done? Look at God answer prayers. In this love, he's always there. Look at God reaching down. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. He ain't hard to see whether you believe or not. Well, just look at God. Look at God. Look at God, he's forgiveness. Look at God, he's living in us. Look at God, it's beautiful. Every day's a miracle. Look at God, showing up. Can't you see what he's done? Look at God, answer prayers. In this love, always there. Oh, look at God, reaching down. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Well, he ain't hard to see whether you believe or not. Just look at me, sitting here, cancer-free. Well, that's God. Oh, just look at God. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
I'm not gonna sing on this one. Know what you're looking at me for.
Don't look at me. We're done.
just go.
Thank you
We're
guys so
done.
much.
It's
Second
a great
round's
time. Thank
canceled.
you so much, yeah.
I'm so glad you're here, Ava.
Yes.
It was very special. Thank you for sharing that song with us.
Thank you guys for listening.
This guitar is not my friend today at all.
Mine either.
It's just a little stinky. So my niece's name is Ava, so and it's just ringing a bell. So I'm glad you're here. I really am. My outfit is very pointed. I didn't think I was going to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it. I can't take off my jacket. I'm in here like swimwear, but I think that I had this all planned out and it's just going down the drain, but it's okay. So as a woman,
whenever we take stage anywhere, whenever we do anything in our lives, we have to make the choice of if there's going to be people against us, there's going to be lots of no's. And when I wrote this song with Lauren Michael Sellers, we kind of did it towards relationships. Like, you don't have to take, I guess, what's less than your worth. But then it got bigger than that. I thought about Texas and how they take away women's rights, and to think that they have control over someone's body is insane. And then it got deeper than that for me, and as an artist, I became kind of the voice of the song that says I don't have to do something anymore. I don't have to just write songs that you all have to like. I kind of have to be who I am and show up as I am. And that's why I wrote this song called Not Gonna Do This Anymore. I mean, I don't really mind if you don't like it. I think that's the kind of cool part about this song. It's got to do its own thing. And I hope you listen, but I don't hope. That's it. So, you may want to trade guitars with me. Partially. Do you mind? We're going to trade.
I think I'm just gonna say I think there's a ghost in here that is ruining with guitars. Because when you were in the bathroom, your guitar just fell on the ground with no one
Oh, we forgot to
touching
tell
it.
you that. Sorry.
I think that's why it's not working. So if anyone feels a little presence that has something against guitars,
Yeah.
Tim
That's what's
McGraw
going
has this
on.
thing where whenever he's on a shoot or playing a show or anything, there's all these glitches. Like Tim McGraw himself, and people say he's haunted by this ghost that has a thing against him because there's always some sort of ghost in the wire.
so
yeah.
Tim McGraw, are you here tonight? Raise your hand if you are with us, or the ghost.
Someone up here has the power too, which I'm happy to have something in common with Tim McGraw. But
Thank you. I think so. I think I'm good. Thank you. Thank you guys up here. Thank you to the sound gods up here. So the song is called Not Gonna Do This Anymore. Again, if you feel so inclined to saying that and doing that in your life, please do it. Whatever you are, whoever you are. Here you go.
No, I'm not selfish for choosing myself. Said I can't help it, no. Said I won't just lay down. I don't have to take this no more. Said I'm not the same girl, no. No. I'm a little older. What comes with time is I'm a little bolder, yeah. I say what's on my mind, and truth be told, so I wouldn't change a thing. So I'm so tired of always losing, and I could care less what you really think. I said, Lord knows, they got everybody fooled, but I'm not gonna do this anymore, yeah. See anymore, yeah. So I won't do this anymore, no. So I'm gonna make it right. Just because you're louder, I have a choice. 'Cause I'm still someone's daughter through all the noise. So my words will cut like a knife. Yeah. Oh, I'm so tired of always losing. Said I could care less what they really think. I said, Lord knows, they got everybody fooled, yeah. So I'm not gonna do this anymore, yeah. Say I won't do this anymore, yeah. Oh, so I'm not selfish for choosing ourselves. We can't help it, no. We don't have to lay down. Oh, we don't have to take this no more. So we're not the same girls. It's not the same girls, not the same girls. See, I'm so tired of always losing. I said I could care less what you really think. Oh, Lord
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Girl, your voice.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That was so good. That was so like Lilith Fair, and now I want to watch you open for like Paula Cole, Tori Amos, and Tracy Chapman.
Make a few phone calls.
Like
Paula
has
Cole
their
was my
number.
teacher in college. I'll call her.
Wow.
She was, yes.
That's so cool.
And then I dropped out, so she probably doesn't like me that much anymore.
When I get drunk, I do a mean Paula Cole. Not mean, like I mean, just
Like
an
a great
accurate Paula Cole impression at karaoke. That was beautiful. You made my guitar sound really good. Well, thank you guys so much for coming. We have an incredible roundup next, and in between, we're going to be doing a really, really cool interview with Kelsey Ballerini and one of the biggest songwriters in Nashville, Nicolle Galyon. It's going to be amazing. There's a bunch of information flashing up on this screen about where you can find us if you don't follow us on social media already. For those watching live, same thing applies. Thank you for tuning in, because there's all of you guys in this room, and then there's all the people who couldn't get tickets. So thank you guys for watching. I'm waving at you right now. Hi, Mom. But we also have, perfect timing. If you guys are so inclined to tip the artists, we have a tip jar on PayPal and Venmo, and it gets split up equally just between us. And for me, 99% of my proceeds go to my landlord, because Nashville's rent. I told Ava earlier that Nashville's been gaslighting us because they just raise the rent a little tiny bit every month and every year, and you don't realize how bad it's gotten. And then you're like, wait a second, this apartment used to be $700. That was how much my rent was when I first moved here. I lived in like a full 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and it was $700. And it wasn't even that sketchy. The front door was in the bedroom, but that was really the only thing wrong with it. Okay, maybe in retrospect, it's a little sketchy. Yeah. I'm going to play this song. It's one of my favorites I've ever written. And do you guys remember the TV show Nashville? How it was super dramatic and basically a soap opera? And I loved every second of it. Some things ring true from that show. For example, this is a song about my ex-boyfriend that I wrote with my current boyfriend. So that feels pretty soap opera-y. And this song's a little bit of a hot take, but when I was 18, on my 18th birthday, this 21 or 22, I don't remember, 21 or 22-year-old guy I worked with asked me out. And that turned into a 6-year relationship, and there was a lot of, anytime I'd have a problem or be like, hey, why are you texting your ex-girlfriend? He'd be like, you'll get it when you're older. And it was this argument ender. Like, he could just say that and do all these crazy things and just be like, well, you're too young to understand. I'm like, well, then don't date an 18-year-old. And eventually he really showed who he was. But this is kind of what I would say to my younger self and what I would say to my little sister. She's about to turn 13. If an older guy asked her out on her 18th birthday, I'd be like, just wait a little bit. Like, just a little bit. Like, that's a weird timing. But this song's called 18. And I wrote it with my boyfriend, Sam Varga, who's around here with some Jack Daniels somewhere. Which one did you screw harder, my best friend or my self-esteem? I'm doing the Tide to Go Pen Clean version. I forgot the lyrics because I had to change them because it does not say screw. Which one did you harder, my best friend or my self-esteem? Remember when you got drunk and said you were the only one dumb enough to love me? Well, I don't wanna live just following your script. The actress is too young and the director is a narcissist. This isn't normal, this isn't okay. But I didn't know any better, so I thought it'd be better to stay. Almost beautiful, the things that you taught me. I think I really loved you, I think you really loved that I was 18.
You bought me beer because you were too old to go to prom with me. I threw up in the bathroom while my friends made memories. And yeah, you looked real cool to a girl still in high school. 'Cause you don't have to change anything that you can fool. This isn't normal. This isn't okay. But I didn't know any better, so I thought it'd be better to stay. Almost beautiful, the things that you taught me. I think I really loved you. I think you really loved that I was 18. I see you out with younger versions of me. Well, I'm trying to find who I used to be. I'm terrified that you and I will always be chasing 18. This isn't normal. This isn't okay. But I didn't know any better, so I thought it'd be better to stay. Almost beautiful, the things that you taught me. I think I really loved you. I think you really loved that I was 18.
Thank you.
That one's out, Kaylee, right? People can find that.
That is, yeah. I got to do a deluxe version of my debut album, which was my only goal for it, was that people would be like, I liked your album. Can we have more? So it's called Open Book Unabridged, and you can get it anywhere you get music. Napster weirdly pays the most per stream. Did you know that?
I did not. No.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think Spotify or Amazon pays the least per stream, but Napster's
right.
like, we feel bad for all those illegal downloads. We're gonna help you guys out now.
LimeWire needs to jump on that. Was anyone at the age where you were on LimeWire? Because I sure was.
I feel like Lil Wayne was personally victimized by LimeWire.
And Akon. We were just talking about Akon backstage. Like, what happened to Akon? Is he still making music?
Probably not, because we only got his music on LimeWire.
Because I personally illegally downloaded all of it. I'm so sorry, Akon. All right. I'm going to stop talking about Akon now. Thank you, Song Suffragettes, for having me in this amazing round. This is awesome in the listening room, of course. I'm going to play a song that is special in a sad way that's kind of funny. You're about to hear a Carrie Underwood reject. Woo! So that means that she almost recorded it and then she didn't. So now you can hear it, and then when her album comes out, you can judge the other ones and be like, I heard one that didn't make the album, and maybe you'll think it's better, maybe you won't. Maybe it's a reject for a reason. I don't actually know. Don't tell me if you think it is supposed to be a reject. But I still like the song, even though it didn't quite make the cut. I wrote it with Ryan Griffin, also, who I wrote Salt Lime Tequila with, and Austin Goodlow, and it's called Easy Goin'.
No one to blame. It's no one's fault. Sometimes some things don't turn out the way you want. And damn, we tried to make it work. Yeah, we got so close, and that's what makes it worse. 'Cause even if we had the chance to take this from the start, you and I would always fall apart. No,
that don't make it easy going. Even though we're way past broken, I hate to see you leaving, it's better off this way. We've got every reason that we shouldn't stay. No, but that don't make it easy going. Maybe someday I won't feel the pain. You won't cross my mind every time it rains. And you'll move on, find someone new. We'll both live the lives we've always wanted to. No, but that don't make it easy going. Even though we're way past broken, I hate to see you leaving, it's better off this way. We've got every reason that we shouldn't stay, but that don't make it easy going. Going out tonight, going through the motions, doing everything that I can do to keep on going. Going to that bar where I know I shouldn't go, 'cause I can't find the better in the better off alone. No, you don't make it easy going. Yeah, I wish you made it easy going. No, you don't make it easy going. Even though we're way past broken, I hate to see you leaving, it's better off this way. We've got every reason that we shouldn't stay. No, but that don't make it easy going. I wish you made it easy going.
Thank you.
Okay, Carrie Underwood's just missing out, man. What the?
Thank you very much.
Like, we
I
might be
appreciate that.
biased, but I feel very strongly about this. It's a great song.
Thanks, man. Thank you. It's okay. No hate on Carrie. I'm sure it was a fluke, you know, whatever. I'm
It's
sure she
probably
just like
some
didn't
Suits-
hear it and then it
Suits
just
decision. Like, let's blame a suit. That's the easiest way to do it.
exactly.
you know?
No, it's cool. I'm not actually butthurt about it. I'm just happy to be in the room.
I am on your behalf, so.
Thanks, Kaylee. Alrighty, yes. Take my guitar. Take us away. The volume is all the way down currently.
All right. I know this now. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 person to say this. Thank you very much for having me and for everybody for coming out. I keep looking up at my management up here, and they're a silhouette right now because this big bright light. But I just keep seeing their arms like doing this, and I think there's something wrong, but I think they're just really excited for me. So this last one was written by Dave Bassett, Ingrid, and Ink, and it opened a lot of doors for me personally with the I guess the more southern rock, pop, country, all these intertwined things. And it's one of my favorite songs right now, and hopefully something that may be released in the future. But this is called 6 Feet Deep, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay. There we go.
I dug a hole about 6 feet deep, made sure that you don't ever come back. I burned your clothes and tossed your keys, made sure that you don't ever come back. I've always been a sucker for a rebel. I've always been drawn to the light. Boy, I always knew that you were trouble, but this kind of trouble you can't pay back. Tired of feeding your empty bottle.
year. They'll say maybe he skipped town again. Maybe he's running around again. Or maybe he got what was coming to him. But only I know, oh I know, 'cause I dug a hole about 6 feet deep. Make sure that you don't ever come back. I burned your clothes and tossed your keys. Make sure that you don't ever come back. Now everybody wondering where did you go? There's something only you and me, you got no hug. I dug a hole about 6 feet deep. Make sure that you don't ever come back. No, no. Enough is enough, enough is enough. You can't to me, baby, your ashes to dust. Enough is enough, enough is enough. You can't to me, baby, your ashes to dust. I dug a hole about 6 feet deep. Make sure that you don't ever come back. I burned your clothes and tossed your keys. Make sure that you don't ever come back. Now everybody wondering where did you go? There's something only you and me, you got no hug. I dug a hole about 6 feet deep. Make sure that you don't ever come back. No, no. You don't ever come back. You don't ever come back. This is the last time I say goodbye.
Yeah, girl. This was so fun. I like all you guys so much. I like all you guys so much. Thank you for spending your Monday with us and being here for such an important. 8 years is my longest relationship with Song Suffragettes. So yeah. Sam, we got 6 years to beat. So yeah, let's see if we can put up with it for that long. So we've had some really, really amazing. I think it's safe to say superstars grace the stage. We have Carly Pierce played this show. She's your reigning ACM Female Vocalist of the Year. That's a huge deal. I mean this in the best way. I love watching that woman cry at award shows. She is so amazing and just deserves it so much. And then we have Kelsey Ballerini coming up next. Okay. Talk about number ones. Talk about advocating for other women. And her debut single, Love Me Like You Mean It, which she played at our first show, was, I think, the first female debut single to go number one in almost a decade, maybe more. I need to do my math on this, but I know it was a lot of time. It was a long period of time. And she just has been on an amazing streak ever since then. But a big surprise, I think, was this lovely, lovely girl named GAIL. Anybody know GAIL? She played Song Suffragettes less than a year ago. Yeah, and this song had not come out yet, and now this is probably the biggest song in the world, and my little sister cannot believe that I know her, and she thinks I'm so cool now, so that's very exciting for me. But I know you guys know this one. Again, we're doing the Tide to Go Stick Clean version of this, so we're going to do our best to not mess it up, but please sing along. We are the Song Suffragettes. Stick around. There's so much good coming up. Thank you guys for coming. All right, let's get mad at somebody.
F you and your mom and your sister and your job and your broke down car and that you call art. F you and your friends that I'll never see again. Everybody but your dog, you cannot F off. I swear I meant to mean the best when it ended. I even tried to bite my tongue when you started and now you're texting all your friends, all your questions. Yeah, they never liked you in the first place. Dating a girl that I hate for attention. like you do anything for my affection. You're going all about it in the worst ways. I was into you, but I'm over it now. And I was trying to be nice, nothing's getting through, so let me spell it out. A, B, C, D, E, F, you and your mom and your sister and your job and your broke down car and the stuff you call art. F, you and your friends that I'll never see again. Everybody but your dog, you can all live off. Na 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 na. A, B, C, D, E, F, na 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 na. A, B, C, D, E, F. You said you needed space, so I gave it. When I had nothing left to say, you couldn't take it. Told everyone I'm up, so I became it. Always had to put yourself above me. I was into you, but I'm over it now. And I was trying to be nice, but nothing's getting through, so let me spell it out. A, B, C, D, E, F. You and your mom and your sister and your job and your playlist couch and the way you dress. F, you and your friends that I'll never see again. Everybody but your dog, you can all F off. Na 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 na. A, B, C, D, E, F, U. Na 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 na. A, B, C, D, E, F, U. And your mom and your sister and your job and your broke down car and the you call art. F, you and your friends that I'll never see again. Everybody but your dog, you can all F off.
You guys ready to sing along? I know you know it. If you have TikTok or a radio or have left your house once in the past 3 months, I know you know this song. I heard somebody playing at full volume on an airplane one time, and if I didn't love GAIL so much, I would have been so annoyed. Who does that, right? But it was cool, so.
F you and your mom and your sister and your job and your broke down car and the you call art. F you and your friends that I'll never see again. Everybody but your dog, you can all F off. Na 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 na. A, B, C, D, E, F, U. Na 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 na. A, B, C, D, E, F, U.
Thank you guys so much. We're the Suffragettes.
When I sing, you ought to know. Yep, guitars are breaking. Yep. We're gonna take a photo real quick. Great. Oh. Thank you. Jeez.
Excited for the rest of the night?
Can we give them a big round of applause? Lanie Gardner, Autumn Nicholas, Ava Page, Kalie Shorr, Ava Suppelsa, and Mia Morris. All right, pop quiz. Who was up here that has played this show the most? Kaylee. Kaylee played our very first show in 2014, 8 years ago, and she has played 219 times, which is crazy. So, who is second? Guess who was second? Who's played? Mia. Good. You guys are good. Mia has played 144 times. So, they're all so super talented. I think I looked it up. Ava Suppelsa has played 10 times. Autumn 5 times. Ava Page 5 times, and of course, Lanie. This is her first time, so we're so happy to have her. And we try to do that for every show. We try to have a new artist on every single show because we just like to grow the collective and give more opportunity to as many women as possible. Did Lanie say that she has a record deal on Republic Records? Yeah, she's going to be a big deal. Y'all are going to be like, oh wait, I saw her at the listening room at Suffragettes. So congrats for being here for that. My name is Todd Cassidy. I am the proud. Thank you. Settle down. I am the founder and the lead hype man of Suffragettes, and this is Maddie Linhart. Maddie is our event director, and Maddie does all the work. Let's just be honest. She books all the shows and makes sure all the trains run on time. So together we're excited that you're all here to celebrate something that was started 8 years ago with a simple intention to give deserving female singer-songwriters a place to play their music and be heard in a music business environment where females tragically don't hold equal standing with their male counterparts. So by being here, you guys are supporting reversing that trend. So we're very appreciative. Yeah, thank you. So in 8 years, Suffragettes has become so much more than just a show that we have here every Monday night. It's kind of become a community of like-ambition women who support each other both professionally and personally. Like a lot of these women, move here and don't know anybody, and so some of their best friends come out of Suffragettes. And for me, I just wanted to have a show, but it's really turned into this amazing community, and that's kind of the thing I think that we're most proud about with Suffragettes. So we're surrounded by so much talent. We've had almost 350 singer-songwriters play this show in 8 years, which is crazy. 25 of those women have gone on to get record deals, which we're very proud of. And over 50 of them have gone on to get publishing deals. We kind of lost count after a while. So we're very proud of that. Last year, we had 3 Suffragettes get their first number ones at country radio. Tenille Arts, Lainey Wilson, and a writer named Emily Landis. We're very proud of that. And this year, Suffragette GAIL. GAIL's a Suffragette. I think Kaylee mentioned that. She played with us first when she was 15 years old and just had made it to the top of the Billboard Global 200 for multiple weeks with ABCDFU. So you just never know who you're going to see first on this stage, and so we're really glad you guys are here to celebrate. So we're here to celebrate all kind of successes, but it's really the day-to-day relationships that make this all work. We have invaluable relationships with the broader creative community, a lot of whom are up there, and music business community, both inside and outside of Nashville. But one relationship that I specifically want to point out is our longtime New York City-based sponsor called the LSS Group. It's an all-female entertainment industry-focused wealth management team that's organized under the umbrella of RBC Wealth Management, led by 3 powerhouse women, Eden Lopez, Leslie Schwartz, and Paula Steinberg. They provide significant financial support for what we do here, and it frankly allows us to keep everything moving forward. So if we can give them a big round of applause, I would appreciate that. A lot of people, I'll just tell you, a lot of people, when it comes to supporting women in this town, they talk about a lot of it, but there are very few people that actually do something about it. And these women, and they don't even live here. They live in, I looked it up the other day, they wouldn't want me to tell you this, but they have like $1.5 billion in assets under management. They're not slackers. They're pretty good at what they do. And so they pay it forward, and we really appreciate it. They couldn't appreciate that. They couldn't be here tonight. So in their absence, they have prepared a statement they'd like us to read that my 10-year-old daughter, Kate, has agreed to come out and read on their behalf. Kate, come out here.
The LSS group became the first sponsors of Song Suffragettes in 2019, and we have adamantly continued to support Nashville's heralded collection of immensely talented singer-songwriters ever since. As an all-female wealth management team, we are inspired by their stories, conveyed best in their music, and were struck by the common thread of industry challenges that we as women still confront. This despite the fact that the 19th Amendment, for which the collective is named, was ratified over 100 years ago. We, Eden, Leslie, and Paula, are honored to recognize and support the Song Suffragettes, not just for their talent, but for their fierce persistence. We hope that our alignment will continue to empower as well as ignite the creative juices that make Song Suffragettes an iconic part of the Nashville landscape and beyond. Here's to breaking glass ceilings together and to making our individual marks on the world with passion, presence, and perseverance. We look forward to celebrating you and your success in person very soon.
Good job. Good job. Thank you, Kate. Good job. Well, and speaking of support, Song Suffragettes would completely fall apart, like I said before, without the support of Maddie here. So let's all give Maddie a big round of applause. Also, we literally have a battalion of interns that help us every Monday night that we'd never be able to pull all of this off without. So if you're an intern, stand up. I think a lot of them are up there. Oh, there we go. I want to recognize them individually. Emma Bliss, Claire Buchanan, Savannah Burrows, Tatiana Corona, Grace Goudreau, Jessica Hood, Allie Lamarca, Caroline Muir, Mackenzie. Oh, nice. All right. Mackenzie Swan. Thank you to our interns. We really appreciate it. And also, I want to give a special shout out to the listening room, specifically owner Chris Blair. He believed in our vision for this show 7 years ago and has stuck by us through thick and thin. And you guys showing up and selling the place out doesn't hurt. So thank you all for being here. And also, I want to shout out to everybody out there on our live stream. We do a live stream of the show every Monday night. So when you're not here, you can go on our YouTube channel and check it out. And we have a lot of dedicated fans online from England and like South America. It's crazy the people that tune into the show. So hi, and thank you. So per usual, I've talked way too long. Let's get on to the good stuff. I'm going to turn it over to Maddie and let her kick it off.
Hi, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. We're so excited to put on this show for you tonight. And it is my pleasure and honor to announce Nicolle Galyon as our interviewer tonight. Nicolle Galyon is a force in music. She has written quite a few songs that you just might know, including Automatic by Miranda Lambert, Tequila, Dan and Shay, We Were Us, Keith Urban and Miranda, Boy, Lee Brice, Minimum Wage, Blake Shelton, Gone, Dierks Bentley. The list goes on. And beyond country, she's written Consequences for Camila Cabello and songs for many others like Tori Kelly, Lanie, Sasha Alex Sloan, and so many more. She's even written quite a few songs with Kelsey Ballerini, including the recent number one, Half of My Hometown. Yes, let's give him some love. Nicolle is a singer, songwriter, producer. She's from Sterling, Kansas, and she has won multiple awards, including BMI Songwriter of the Year, ACM Song of the Year, NSAI Song of the Year, and iHeart Radio Award, along with multiple Grammy, CMA, and ACM nominations. Yes. She has launched her own female-focused record label in 2020 called Songs and Daughters, and her first label signee was longtime song suffragette Madison Kozak. Tonight, she has graciously agreed to play the role of journalist on our stage, so please help me welcome the multi-talented Nicolle Galyon.
All right. I'm so excited, about this final introduction, which is a bit of a full circle moment for me and for Song Suffragettes. I met Kelsey Ballerini back in 2013 when she was fresh into her very first publishing deal. And you could tell that there was really something special about her from the start. Then on March 17th, 2014, 8 years ago, Kelsey played our second ever Song Suffragette show when we were just this little bitty show in the backstage room at 3rd and Lindsley. Like, second show ever Kelsey Ballerini played, not too shabby. She played a little song called Love You Like You Mean It at the show before the rest of the world ever heard it, and well before it went on to become her first #1 hit. She also played a song called First Time, which I have always loved, and which became the title of her debut album. Also, random fun fact, the following year, she did a video shoot at my office, and a puppy named Dibs took a whiz on my office carpet. So, just so you know, he was pretty cute, so we forgave him, but I have Dibs whiz on my office carpet. Kelsey's career has gone pretty well since then, I think you could say. She has had 7 #1 singles, won ACM and CMA awards. She became a member of the Grand Ole Opry. She's published a book of poetry. She's been a coach on The Voice, and she will literally be co-hosting the CMT Awards 2 weeks from tonight. She is a true queen of country music. Her songwriting skills are unparalleled, and we are lucky to have her back with us here tonight. So buckle up, everybody, and please give a warm welcome to the fantastic Kelsey Ballerini.
I actually forgot about that dib story, and I feel like I owe you something. Okay, all right. It's probably time. Hey. Hi, Nikki G.
Hi, Kelsey Ballerini.
I've already broken the mic. Uh-oh. Is off tour for 2 months. Doesn't remember how to do anything.
You got it?
Yeah.
I'm going full just like superstar
Okay,
with the
I'm
mic
gonna do
because
that.
I don't know how to do this. Okay.
I've already lost it.
Well, first of all, I just want to start off by thanking you for letting me be a part of this tonight. We've gotten to share in so many moments throughout.
I'm not starting strong. I'll tell you
Everyone
that.
get cozy.
I'm breaking this for the next
interesting.
round, and I'll fix it, I swear.
It's okay.
Okay. You guys, this is like my sister. I love her so much, and the fact that she's away from her family to do this with me tonight kills me dead. Can you give it up for Nicolle Galyon, please?
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, I've gotten to be a part of so many moments alongside your career. I feel like I've been riding sidecar for many years. Thank you.
Sorry.
She's something. And you've made so many of my dreams come true along the way. Most recently with Half My Hometown, going #1, and I just was thinking tonight about how one of my high school dreams was to be a journalist. So thank you for making yet another one of my dreams come true tonight. We've known each other for, I think, 7 years now, and I was thinking back, we met in 2015 at a writing camp in Florida.
Yeah.
And we wrote some songs that no one here has ever heard.
That's true. Great songs, great titles.
Girl Talk.
Yeah. Paper Dolls.
2020, which we should have put out just because
Well,
2020.
No.
But the first thing I wanted to ask you was, when you think about the writer that you were in 2015 when we met, a pretty new artist, had just had a song or two out, how would you compare the writer you were then to the writer you are today in 2022?
Well, I'll give you a long-winded answer, but just shut me up when I've talked too much. But I started writing songs when I was 12. How old were you when you started writing?
Like 19.
Yeah, we were young. And so I feel like for me, I was still in Knoxville at the time, and you don't really have people to write with, like when you're 12 and in Knoxville and you're like, I want to be a country singer. People are like, okay, well, we're going to go to the football game. You're like, okay. So I just wrote by myself, and it's all I knew. But I was studying records and the lists on records and the producers and all of that. But I feel like I learned the adolescent part of the craft just by myself, you know? And then as soon as I got to Nashville, it was just like, I just want to be in the room with anybody because everyone's better than me, you know? Like, this is Nashville. This is just the epicenter of true storytelling. And to this day, I think it's the best city in the world for songwriting. We've been lucky enough to write in a lot of different places, and there's a reason that this is Music City, you know? It's just the best. But I think I was so just obsessed with getting in the room with, you know, Nicolle Galyon or Shane McAnally or Josh Osborne or Ross Copperman or whoever it was. And then finally, like, by the way, after my first record, I wasn't able to get in the room with a hit writer for my first record. And that's a big part of my story. It's an important part of my story. But then I did, and I was able to, like, learn the craft from people that had all this success, and it's been amazing. But I will say that a big thing that I've had to come back to, and a big part of 2020 for me was, like, but can I still write a song by myself? Like, have I lost that 12-year-old girl that just wants to sit on the floor and, like, spill my guts, and I don't care if the rhyme's perfect, because it's how I feel, you know? And I feel like that has been a really beautiful, pure place to get back to the last few years. A book of poetry came out of it, just because I was like, are you still in there? Hello? And she was, and it was really good to, like, really kind of hold her and get to know her again. And so I feel like as long as I've kept that part of me pure, like trusting myself and knowing that, like, my gut's right for me, I feel like I show up better in rooms with anyone. And I think that marriage of the two has been my sweet spot. So that's a long-winded answer, and I don't know if it's, like, exactly answering the question, but
yeah, I think what it makes me think about is you would think a lot of writers, you know, songwriters like me on Music Row would be, like, a little disappointed to hear that you're spending so much time writing by yourself, because that's our job. But I can say from my end of things, as somebody that comes in to write with an artist, it is the greatest gift to get to write with someone who has nurtured themselves and knows themselves, because it's really hard to guide a song when the artist doesn't know who they are. So you're really, it's not just self-fulfilling, it's actually bigger than that, I think, for artists to really look inward and spend a lot of time with themselves and not just to look to the other people in the room. So bravo to you for that. Speaking of songwriters that you've written with everyone. I was, like, looking through your discography as I was being a little Diane Sawyer this weekend. And your co-writers really do run the gamut, like, as pop as they can go, as country, new, old, young, old, all of it. And I just, you know, you really have a diverse portfolio of people that you work with, not just as writers, but with photographers, producers, just collaborators in general. So I wanted to ask you, when you think through all the people that you've collaborated with and the ones that you work really well with, what would you say are some of the most important qualities for someone to have to get to collaborate with you? Like, what works well for you?
Well, I think a lot of it depends on, like, what's the point? Like, what are we in the room to do? If it's like, are we on a retreat where we have 3 days together and, like, we're just figuring out what the next thing is, or is this the last right before I'm cutting, or what's going on, you know? But I've found for me, like, my first, like, 2 records, I wrote everything in Nashville. Like, the write started at 11 and it ended at 3, and it was very, like, 9 to 5, but, like, and that was just kind of all I knew. And then my life just got really busy, and it was amazing, but I just didn't have time to do that because I was just never home. And so I would have writers come on the road with me, like Nicolle, and I just found, like, that first night where you don't write anything and you just talk, and you just talk about your life, and then you talk a little bit deeper about your life, and then you actually get to the real stuff. That made the whole next 2 days worth it, because then you're just, like, the facade's gone, there's no timeline, and you're writing the real stuff. And I feel like for me, that now has been, like, the ticket. I'm not so good now if I have, like, there's a hard out at whatever time. Like, I just want to sit in it, because I feel like that's when you catch it, or that's when, like, Homecoming Queen for us, we didn't have that hook. It was a conversation we were having, and you said that in a sentence to me, and we were like, write that down. Half of my hometown, no one had the hook. Shane said it at dinner, and we wrote it down. So I just think it's, for me, it's writing with people that you have just a real truth with, a real camaraderie with, a real friendship with, because then you can just be open enough to be like, all right, what's really going on? Let's write that.
Yeah, it sounds like you're saying you want to be with you want to work with people that you can just live your way into the song with.
I have gotten to write with people that like were on my bucket list, and I won't name names, and they're incredible, but like they didn't make my record, you know, and it's because I went into the room and I wrote what I thought I should write with that person, and it wasn't what I needed to write for me and what I wanted to say to the world, you know, and so that was a really good lesson for me. My last record, it's super collaborative. Like every song is a different set of songwriters and a different set of producers even, and so it's like a quilt. Sorry, my back's to you. It's like a quilt, and I loved that because at the time I was just exploring. You know, it was the first time that I felt confident enough as an artist and a songwriter to just go, rules out the window. I'm gonna write with pop people. I'm gonna write with people I've never written with before. I'm gonna write with people that don't even listen to what I do. I'm just gonna try everything, and it was such a good learning, growing experience. But you know, I learned a lot to kind of go back to my little circle now. Yeah.
Well, I feel like Nashville is known for being a 10-year town. For you know, it takes a lot of people a long time on the front end, and I feel like you've definitely overachieved. Your timeline was expedited in having success, which is a testament to you and your artistry and how well you knew yourself. But that 10-year town thing came from people saying no. You know, when you move to town, everyone just says, well, get ready to hear no all the time.
Yeah.
But I know in my career, in my experience, what's worse than no is almost. Is when you get really, really, really close. They cut 14 songs and only 12 made the record, and you were one of the 2 that didn't. That's almost worse than the song never getting on hold. So from my standpoint, almost is more painful. So I wanted to know, like, do you have a big almost what is your most almost that ever happened to you?
You don't know this.
Oh, no.
No one knows this. My biggest almost, and my mother is up here, and she is going to laugh that I'm saying this out loud right now. I was in line at Municipal Auditorium to try out for The Voice. And I was probably next to you.
No, you were already famous, I promise.
No. I think I just moved here. I think I was 15. And I was in line with my mom, and we were getting ready to go up to that first table. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
And I just looked at my mom, and I always say, like, my greatest, like, my superpower is being naive. And I just looked at my mom, doe-eyed, and I was just like, but I'm a songwriter. And we walked out. And I think that was maybe my biggest almost. Yeah.
That's good. That's called gut.
Yeah.
That's called instinct, which I think is, yes, give that to her. Someone asked me the other day about another project that I was working on. They said, how will you know, what will it look like for you to know that people got it when they hear a song of yours or hear your music? And so I was floored by that question because I think that looks different for everyone. Like, what does it mean? What does it look like for you? How do you know when they, quote, got it?
How would you answer that for you? You go first.
Hey now. The
tables have turned.
I think if they can remember it, if they recall it, or they connect with it in a way that they can offer something from their own life back to it. Of course, I'm speaking from just a songwriting perspective. I'm not an artist. You know, I don't put on a live show. Like, there's a way you could ask that question when you think about your live show. How do you know people got it? You know, or an album, or really anything.
I'll say I remember this really different energy that happened And this is not at all to downplay my first record, because I'm so proud of it. But there was a real difference between, like, in my first few years of meet and greets, people were like, oh my gosh, Dibs is like me and my person's song. And I loved that. Like, I loved being like that happy soundtrack for people. But I remember when I did songs like specifically Miss Me More. And I remember it changed in meet and greets to like, that song helped me get out of an abusive relationship. That song helped me get out of a marriage, whatever it was. And I remember that shift gave me so much courage to just go, it's time to dive. Like, it's time to dive in. You got to go there more. Because it's like the happy-go-lucky songs are a part of it. Like, you know, I don't want a show full of like sad girl songs. They all kind of are, but it's just, I don't know. I think that song really, I felt the change of like, oh, what I'm saying, like, people are, I'm writing about my life in a very specific event and relationship that I experienced, but people are hearing a different story in it, and it's personal to them, and it's personal to me, and it's different, but it's the same. And it was like this just mind explosion of just like, that's what I want to do. And it wasn't until the last song on my second record that I really got it. And that's why I felt comfortable to do Homecoming Queen and country song and stuff like that on my last record, where it was like a little more like peeled back. That's the song that gave me the courage to do that. I'm not answering your questions. I'm just saying whatever.
You're answering more than my questions.
Okay.
You're answering all kinds of questions I'm not even asking. So
Okay.
I think you're overachieving,
Okay.
right? Isn't she? Thank you.
Sweaty.
Yeah. We've talked about this a little bit, about how we joke about how we are such yes people.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, oh, there's an opportunity. You're gonna have to fly 24 hours around the world, and there's no payback. But we say yes.
Oh,
We're like,
yeah.
absolutely, because in the beginning of your career,
Scarcity.
it's scarcity, and also that becomes your edge, is that you're willing to try anything and do anything and have your hands in everything. But then as you start to have success, as I've seen with you, your career grows beyond a point where your hands can be in everything.
Yeah.
And you have to start building people around you that you trust to grow with your career. And I know I have a hard time with believing that I'm worthy of some really strong people around me. And it's something that you have done I admire about you, that you have built this powerhouse team around you that you deserve and meets you where you are, which is up here. And I wanted to ask you, what are the qualities in the people that you want to have when you partner with them in business? Like, what are the values in the people that are around you?
Together?
Yes.
You ask really good questions. These are good questions. It's changed. It's changed. You know, I remember when I was 19 and I was signing my publishing deal, and then right into 20 years old, record deal, 1 month later, Love Me Like You Mean It, 9-month radio tour, go, go, go. You're really attracted to yes people. It's not sexy to say, but it's true. Like, you want people that are going to gas you up and tell you that you're it, you know? You're going to be it. You know, you're a star. Because you need that. I was so insecure. I mean, I still am, but like, I was really insecure, you know? And I was like a teenager, just trying to be a country music singer, a female on an independent label. What are you saying? I was just like, tell me yes, you know? And they did. And it was great. Like, but I will say, like, as I've gotten older and I've learned more about myself and more about the industry and just who I want to be, like, I need a couple things. I need to be challenged. I need people to trust my gut like I do. I need people that are going to let me learn, let me sit on every call and just learn. I don't know. I feel like I've lost my train of thought because I feel like I'm getting too into it.
You're not. I'm learning so much from you, and I'm imagining
Oh, I know
being
what
a
I
new
was gonna
artist,
say.
listening to you answer these things, going, okay, I hope everyone's taking notes.
Here's the thing. Here's what I was going to say. Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Do you need wine?
Yeah, I do. I really do. Here's the thing. I think it's really easy, and I think it's really important to work. Like, I just, especially as a female, and I in every industry, like, I think you kind of have to run circles around everyone, right, to to get noticed or whatever. But for me, I've changed a lot of the people around me, and now it's people that do all those things I said before, but at the end of the day, like, they know that protecting my art is protecting my heart. Yeah, I said that earlier to Lisa, and she was like, I'm making a t-shirt. But it's true. It's true. Like, my team, they care about me as, like, a person, not a product, you know, and that makes me better. And so that to me has helped me. Like, self-care is not just about you. It's like about people that are around you too, encouraging you to take care of yourself and take a break when you need it, and like take a breath when you need it. And a schedule is a schedule, but if you need 5 minutes to like go call your mom, you can have it. You know, like it's just it's that. And I think I've really grown into learning like I can ask that for myself, but like having a team of people that want me to have a real life, that they know that I'm gonna make a better record if I have a real life, that matters. And I didn't know that early on. And I wouldn't change anything, you know, I wouldn't change anything. But that was a lesson that I had to learn, where I woke up one day and I was like 20, I don't know, like 24, and I was just like, everything's happened, and I'm like, and I have really great friends, and I was I think engaged at the time, but I was like, but I'm lonely because I'm not watering these plants. I'm watering one thing, you know. And I just had to kind of sit back and like recalibrate a little bit. And that mattered.
Well, you hit on something, because I do feel like there are a lot of people in this town that just want to tell you what you want to hear.
Yeah.
And they'll tell you that they'll make you famous, or they'll tell you they'll get your song played on the radio. But what I'm hearing you say is what you need are the people more than you need, as much as you need the career. You need the team. You need the heart. And I see it all the time. Like, you know, an artist is not an artist anymore if they sabotage the human.
Yeah.
The human goes away, the art goes with it. So it's like you need people that really nurture the human being, the Kelsey Ballerini that nobody knows out on a stage.
Yeah.
I think you've done a good job of that.
It makes it more authentic, like when I am on stage. Like I feel more comfortable in myself to be myself, you know?
We've talked a lot in Rights, not just a lot, that's an understatement. We've for hours, days, weeks on end about struggles that we've had in our personal life, in our career, in anything, just trying to be a girl. And I think it's so common for us. I think that's like a part of our bond, is that we'll just bring the vulnerability to the writing room or to the writing camp or just dinner or whatever. But the other day, I got to thinking, because I was actually on the phone with your incredible manager, Lisa. Lisa Ray. And I was just talking to her on the phone, and I heard the words come out of my mouth. I said, I'm a really good mom. And as I said that, I felt awkward, because I was talking so confidently about myself. I was talking about my strengths. And I think that as women, it's not as natural for us to just lead with, this is what I'm strong at. So you almost answered this question a little bit earlier, because you said in another answer, but I wanted to ask you, what would you say is one of your superpowers?
Well, it's interesting, because I still struggle with that too. Also, you are a very good mom. Thank you. It's very true. Charlie and Ford, they are lucky. They really are. I've already lost my train of thought again. I get really nervous. I'm a singer, not a talker, guys. Oh, I know. So can you tell I'm ADD? Oh man, squirrel. I was hanging out with a friend of mine. Her name's Fletcher. She's a pop artist, and her manager, her name is Blythe. Fabulous. And we were talking, and it was the week that Hometown, we were pushing to go to #1, and it wasn't official yet. And Blythe asked me, she was like, hey, it's looking pretty good. Do you think you're going to get it? And I was like, oh, I don't know. Hopefully, fingers crossed, you know, like, downplaying it. I really wanted it, and I thought we had it. And she was like, what number is that for you? Like, is that your 5th #1 or something? And I was like, it's my 7th. And I like whispered it. you know, just because, and I don't know why. Like, I'm so proud of all of them. I'm proud of the work that everyone put in to make it happen. But just in that climate, I felt like I should shrug my shoulders and make myself smaller to be palatable, because that's what we're taught as women, you know. And Fletcher, this amazing female artist, looked at me and she was like, never downplay your success, ever. Like, we as women need to wear it as a badge of honor. Any win that we get, we've deserved. And like, yeah, and I like puffed my chest a little bit. I was like, it's my 7th. Let's go, you know? Anyway, but I still need to be reminded that, because it's so just ingrained in our brains to just like, oh, just, you know, like, as long as everyone likes me, it's okay. But your question was, what do I think my superpower is?
It's talking.
It's talking. I am losing my train of thought and still talking. It's being naive. It's being naive and being really driven. I think I have this knowingness in me that I'm very like gut oriented, and sometimes I say yes to things that people are like, really? And I say no to things that people are like, really, why? And it's just, I really believe in my gut, but I also like, man, I have never lost my naivety. And I think part of the reason that I love my team so much is that I trust them to handle like the nuts and the bolts. That way I still believe in magic. And I do, and I never want to lose it. And so I think ever since, you know, I moved here when I was 15, I've just been like, of course I can do this. There's no reason I can't. And the more you get into it, the more you learn the reasons why it's hard, you know, and I never know the reasons till after I've done it. And I think when you're naive, to me, it means that you don't know what you can't do, so you think you can do anything. And when you think you can do anything, you just go do it, you know?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It definitely is like an unknowing. I feel like growing up is, we're told that we need to learn more, to do more, but really maybe it's the opposite. We need to unlearn all the things that people are trying to tell us and just remember ourselves. Mm-hmm. Speaking of people telling us things, and to the gut that you keep speaking about, which you have no gut, but I know what you mean. You know what I mean? Like, when I think about artists that have major longevity in this town, one of the common themes I see in them is they have an inner circle around them that I know has maybe known them for a long time. Maybe they've been in their lives since they were in junior high, or maybe they're new. It doesn't matter. But they have an inner circle that tells them the truth, that they're not surrounded by yes men or women. Mm-hmm. And so I wanted to ask you, who are those people for you? And also, how much weight do you give to their voices in your life? Because, you know, sometimes people in town will say, well, trust the expert in the room. So how do you balance the people that love you, their voices, and really know you, against yours, and how much weight do you give to each?
I have a pretty small circle, and I'd argue that it's smaller than it's ever been, and I think that's maybe on purpose. You know, I remember when I was first starting out, again, I'm telling on myself, like, I was just like, oh my God, I'm in the room with the Jonas Brother. Selfie. Like, oh my God, Taylor Swift tweeted about my song. Selfie. You know, like, I was so obsessed with being around like the fame and the glitter of it all, because like I'm like, you know, I've like had these people's posters on my wall, and I'm young, and I'm just like, I just can't believe it all. And then I don't know. I think I just had my feelings hurt a couple times, and I just realized like my real life is like, why am I not home right now? Like, why am I spending time with things that like are not real all the time, you know? And I have a couple, like, I can count them on 2 hands, really, really close friends that, and you know them all, like, and that I call for everything. Some of them are in music, some of them aren't. Some of them I've known since I was in like third grade. And they're my sounding board, and my mom and my husband. And we're all really honest. My friends, Kelly Bolton, who we both know, my God, she's brutal. She is so brutal. I'll send her a song, and she's like, I stopped before the chorus. And I'm like, fair enough, dude. Fair enough. And she's always right. But that's what I need in my life. My college roommate, her name's Jensen. We went to Lipscomb together. I dropped out. She became a nurse. And it's very different stories. But it's the same with her. She's just like, and she'll tell me, she's like, I haven't seen you. You haven't checked in. Where have you been? And I'm like, damn it, you're right. I've been a bad friend. I don't know. I've been lucky, but I really had to pivot at one point because I was just like so obsessed with the glitter that comes with the job sometimes if you're lucky. And it is cool. Of course it's cool. Like, what? I got to tour with people that literally were on my walls. Like, it doesn't make sense. But the pivot was good.
So one of the most like baseline questions for an interview with a successful artist is, what advice would you give to a new artist? But I wanted to know, what is a hard truth that you wish someone would have told you when you were a new artist?
Oof. Oh, I would say, I have a couple. Is that okay? Imagine that. I have a couple. One is that even when it works, like in whatever that means, and it means something different for everyone, right? But even when it works, like, it is not always glittery. Like, it is hard work all the time. Your ego is just like, you're always just hanging it out to dry. Like, it is tough. It's tough, even when it works, you know? I remember, y'all, I'm gonna tell stories I've never told before. I remember two things. My first single was out. It was starting to do well, whatever that means. I don't know. And people always ask me the story about, what's the first time you heard Love Me Like You Mean It on the radio? And I tell the story. It's the truth. I was driving around Nashville, and someone said, that was Luke Bryan with Roller Coaster. Up next is country newcomer Kelsey Ballerini with Love Me Like You Mean It. And I pulled over, and I have a video. The second time I heard my song on the radio, no one ever asks you that question. I had a Jeep Liberty that I had since high school that I had wrecked 6 times. Sorry, Mom. My insurance, not a thing. And I could not afford to get my heat fixed. And my mom lived in Franklin. I lived down in Nashville, and I couldn't get my heat fixed. It was like super cold winter, Christmas time, I think. And I was home off radio tour, which was super rare because I was just gone. And I just had this duvet that I had in my passenger seat because it was cold and I couldn't afford to get my heat fixed. And everyone around me was making money off of me. And I couldn't afford to get my heat fixed. And no one tells you that kind of stuff. And I just remember I wrapped up in my duvet in my Jeep Liberty that had just like dings all over it from just like miscellaneous accidents, none of which were my fault. And my song came on the radio, and I just wept because I was like, no one tells you this part. Like, this is so bittersweet, and why is no one protecting me, or are they? And this is just how it works. I don't know. You don't know how to ask these questions when you're 19, you know? Like, that was a big one for me. And then the other one was same season. It was my Opry debut. And earlier that day, I was working with Forrest Glenn Whitehead at the time, who was just an angel on this earth. And he made my first 2 records with me. And so anything you've heard of mine from that era was him. And, Forrest. Ugh, angel. Anyway, and I was just sitting with him. We had written that day, and I was just like, I can't afford my rent. I literally can't afford my rent. I don't know what I'm going to do. And that night, I did my opera debut, and he left me flowers with my rent in them because he was like, I'm going to get this back from this record before you will. And it was true. Yeah, and so those are the things, like, no one tells you. You're like, I have a number 1. Wraps up in duvet, drives to Franklin. Like, man, it's just like, it's not all glitter. Sometimes it's really shitty, but that also makes the moments that where it does work. You're just like, yeah, I earned it. Yeah, I did, and it makes it. I don't know. You just take more ownership over it. You know.
I this is not my interview for me, but if someone asked me
I'm
about a
asking you.
new artist, I would say if you're new to town, read a book about the actual nuts and bolts of the music business. Because if you're really talented, people find you really fast. And you start taking meetings, and you know, the teams, everyone in town gravitates toward what happened.
I don't know.
Flowers.
The ghost of my Jeep Liberty.
But people find you, and you start doing deals, and you look up, and this is, if you're the most talented, the more talented you are, the faster you find yourself in those rooms. And so, like, I would say hurry up and get educated on, you know, what is a copyright?
Yeah.
What is copyright law? Like, how am I going to get paid? And things like that. Okay, just a few more questions. They're telling me we're out of time, which is the story of our lives. We never have enough time.
True. Are you good? Are we fine? Okay.
Okay. This is just like a basic one, but what is your definition of success?
Jeez.
Guys, I'm trying to start a podcast, not really,
Yeah, are
but
we starting
I'm
a
just like,
Surprise.
would you tune into this show?
My definition of success is like, am I happy? And I don't think it would have always been that answer, to be honest. I think it would have been like, do I have a number one? Or like, is my record in Walmart or whatever, you know? And it is.
What is something that you used to believe about yourself that no longer serves you? That you know better than now?
That I can be more than one thing. Yeah, I think for a long time I pigeonholed myself because I was like, I have a lane, female, country music, doing, you know, country, but also influenced by other things. I have a sound, it's working, head down, that's what you do, that's who I am. And I think, honestly, it's been a zoom out of the last few years, and honestly, writing the book really helped me of wait a second. I'm a songwriter, and I'm a singer, and I'm a businesswoman, and I'm a wife, and I'm a friend, and I'm a daughter, and I'm a dog mom, and I'm an author, and what else? You know, what else is out there for me? And I would have never let myself do that before. But then I look at the people that I want a career like, you know, like Dolly or Shania, and I'm like, they did it all. They never made themselves feel like they had to be one thing, you know? They always push boundaries. And to me, that's what I'm open to now. And I wasn't before. And now I'm just like, and it also takes the pressure off of, like, Homecoming Queen. Our song peaked at 17, 13, teen. And it was devastating because I was just like, that's my favorite song I've ever put out. But the thing is, it mattered. And now I zoom out and I go like, oh my God, that song, when I play it live, like the people that come to my shows and it's a moment, and like it mattered, and like that's all that matters, you know? And so I just feel like I have this new bird's eye thing of like, I don't know, not putting all my eggs in one basket and just like exploring my creativity and myself as I grow up and figuring out what else.
Yeah, it's the power of and.
Yeah.
I'm this, not or.
Yes.
I'm not this or this. I'm and.
Yes. I love that.
Okay. They're running us off the stage, so I have one final question for you.
I really feel like I've really overdone it.
You've nailed it.
Okay.
As Jimmy Robbins says, you've David nailed it.
You've David nailed it. I wish he was here.
As we know, I like to name things. I love words. It's my love language is words. I name everything. Our houses, cars. I love hashtags, and so every year I give a word to my year. It's my intention for the year.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not asking you to do that here on the spot, but if you had to give in one word a title to the current chapter that you're in life, what would that one word be? And you don't have to give why. You can just say the word.
Do you see what I mean about her? I would say blooming.
I love that.
Do you like that?
I
Is
love
that
that,
good?
and it's very on brand because
It is.
we're basically in a field of flowers. So, yeah.
That's why I said
Everybody give Kelsey Ballerini a huge round of applause for putting up with my intensity.
No, I loved it. Nicolle Galyon, everybody.
And thank you for listening to us.
Yeah.
Chit chat.
Thank you very much. How about that masterclass in songwriting that you guys just all got to experience? And we got tea. We heard the voice story. We never heard the.
I spilled some piping hot tea.
Nice. Now, and you were a coach on the voice. I mean, look, it all came full circle for you.
That was a cool full circle.
Thank you, Nicolle, for getting your Diane Sawyer on. That was super strong. I appreciate it very much. And thanks for telling your stories and taking your time and all that. So I have a few more things to say about Mrs. Ballerini. As many of you know, a few years ago, Suffragettes started honoring some of songwriting's most influential women with an award called the Yellow Rose of Inspiration Award. The Yellow Rose has become the symbol of Suffragettes as a nod to the women's suffrage movement of the early 1900s who used the yellow rose as their symbol in the fight for the right for women to vote. So similarly, we use the same symbol as Suffragettes works to gain more opportunities for women in the music industry. So since starting this award 3 years ago, we have honored Liz Rose, Laura Veltz, and last year Ashley McBride. And this year, we have a new recipient. When I mentioned earlier that one of my favorite songs of Kelsey's is First Time, a song she wrote by herself, mind you. A big part of the reason that I love that song is your lyrics. Only a skilled craftswoman, I think, can write a line like, "It must feel good to know that I'm holding on to letting go." I love that lyric. And cut to another song called L.A. on the recent record, which I love. The lyric, I ask myself, does it feed my soul or my anxiety? I think that's a very introspective lyric, and I've always liked that. So it's the virtuoso level lyrics like that and the melodies around them that make you an inspiration to the next generation of successful women songwriters. And that's why it is my honor to present to you the 2022 Songs of
I can't hold wine in that. That's not professional.
priorities. The 2022 Suffragettes Yellow Rose of Inspiration Award presented to Kelsey Ballerini. And you don't have to say anything profound. No, unless you want to. That's up to you.
I don't get a lot of awards, so this is really nice. I feel like I've said all the things. Can I sing?
Yes, I would
Can
like
I sing for it? Can I sing for my award?
No.
Please.
No, I'm kidding.
This is very, very nice. Thank you.
Well, we really appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
And so Kelsey has agreed to do a couple of songs, and Nicolle has agreed to accompany her on a couple of songs.
Yes.
So maybe some songs they wrote together. Who knows? We'll see how this goes. Yeah, we'll put it right there. Woo! Do you want to stand?
She is perfection. She's so perfect. You're like a swan. Yeah. I'm a duckling. She's a swan. Okay. There's an amazing round of women after us, so we're warming up for them, and our job is to make sure that you're still awake on a Monday.
We're really intense, but we're actually really fun when we drink.
Yeah, catch us in an hour.
We were kind of nervous, I'm not going to lie.
Oh,
we were
super.
nervous.
No, I'm still a little shaky, TBH.
We were very much like, what would Elle Woods do? So,
Always.
But here's a song about drinking.
Yeah, oh my gosh. And not what we did.
No. Never.
Sorry.
We used to be a lot life of the party, body to body, dance the night away, shoot tequila straight, obsessed with each other, down for another round until last call. Wasn't alcohol keeping us up till the sun came around? Thought we'd stay drunk forever, but now you're the reason there's no whiskey anywhere inside this house. You're the reason all my friends know I don't go downtown. You're the reason I hate champagne, never used to turn it down. You're the only thing I want when one drop hits my mouth. Baby, you're the reason that I quit drinking. We used to be dizzy all morning, hungover pouring cups of coffee, like kiss and crawl right back under the covers, down for another hour in that bed. Now I'm here instead, waking up sober. It feels kinda nice, except that I can't sleep at night. You're the reason there's no whiskey anywhere inside this house. You're the reason all my friends know I don't go downtown. You're the reason I hate champagne, never used to turn it down. You're the only thing I want when one drop hits my mouth. Baby, you're the reason I quit drinking, and I quit thinking, staring at the ceiling, and all my Cabernet is down the kitchen sink. Yeah, I quit mixing all my drinks and feelings. It's not fixing that you're gone. You're the reason there's no whiskey anywhere inside this house. You're the reason all my friends know I don't go downtown. You're the reason I hate champagne, never used to turn it down. You're the only thing I want when one drop hits my mouth. Oh baby, you're the reason. You're the reason that I quit drinking.
Except we're still drinking a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
You make a beautiful Paul Klein.
Thank you. I'm not quite as fashionable.
Neither am I.
Or tall or cool. I'll be your Paul Klein any day.
Perfect.
You know what I mean?
This next song is Nicolle and I's first #1 together, which is really sweet and tender.
Speaking of 10-Year Town, did that not take like 10 years of knowing each other?
It did.
And writing songs?
It did. It did. I feel like we both talk about our hometowns often, and for me to be able to have a song that worked, again, whatever that means, just that honors the place that let me go to come do this is just, I don't know, like I have such a different relationship with each of my singles, and this one just has like a big old hug on my heart. So I'm very proud of this song. I'm proud to share it with you, Nikki G.
Thank you.
I know this is the listening room, and listening's very nice, but if you wanted to sing, it'd be cool. We can call the singing room for 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
We're still really insecure and stuff.
Yeah, can you tell?
We need affirmation.
Half of my high school got too drunk. Half of my high school fell in love with the girl next door. And her daddy's fool. Half of my main street's just for church. It could use some rain and a fresh coat of paint.
Is anyone here like from East Tennessee? Yeah, okay. This is for you.
Half of my hometown still hanging around, still talking about that one touchdown. They're still wearing red and black, go Bobcats, while the other half of my hometown, they all got out. Some went north, some went south, still looking for a feeling out of the same found. So stay part of me will always be half of my hometown. Take it?
Okay, I'm not ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay. Half of our prom queens cut their hair. Half of them think that it ain't fair that the quarterback moved away and never came back. And half of my family is happy I left. The other half worries I'll just forget where I came from. Same place where they came from. My hometown still hanging around, still talking about that one touchdown. They're still wearing red and black, go Bobcats, while the other half of my hometown, they all got out. Some went north, some went south, still looking for a feeling out of the same found. So stay or leave, part of me will always be half of my hometown. Back roads raise us, and highways they take us, but memories make us wanna go back to our hometown, settle down, talk about that one touchdown. We some kids in red and black, go Bobcats, while the other half of our hometown was in the crowd. They knew the words, they sang them loud, and all I wanna do is make them proud. 'Cause half of me will always be Nashville, Tennessee, in my hometown. 'Cause we're half of our hometown, yeah.
Thank you guys for letting me be here and be a part of this amazing event. It's a big full circle being here 8 years later. So thank you, Todd. Thank you, Song Suffragettes. Thank you, Nicolle Galyon.
Thank you, Kelsey Ballerini.
Would all of tonight's performers come up here, the first round and the second round? You're not going anywhere. First and second rounds, please come up here. We're going to get a big group photo. right, guys, give us about, what, 5 minutes, and we'll have this reset? Yeah, okay, stand by.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the late night piece of the round.
Late night piece.
I know everyone is like getting settled back into their seats after that awesome like performance. That was so cool. We like all crowded in and watched from the side stage. It's like so fun to watch those things where you're like, oh my gosh, I've listened to this on the radio, and now we're watching it in person in like such a, I mean, you guys packed this place out, but in such an intimate setting, which is really cool. And I do believe some of these girls it'll be that same thing where you'll be like, wow, I saw them at the listening room however many years ago, and now they're these big stars. I believe that about all these women. They're really special. Again,
Yeah, there we go.
yeah, there's some special girls up here. We're really excited you guys are here with us. My name's Lauren Hungate. I'm going to go down the line. There's Miss Emily Brooke. Oh, well, Miss Mia Morris at the very end. Sorry. Miss Mia Morris, which you guys saw in the first round. Nice to meet you. Miss
Back for the encore.
Miss Emily Brooke. Hey. Woo! Hey. Miss Caroline Watkins. I'm Lauren Hungate. Yeah. Woo! Miss Madeline Merlo. And Miss Peytan Porter at the very end. Again, we are really excited. What an honor to be asked to do this. It's so cool. It's the anniversary show, and yeah, I think we're all really pumped up. So, do you want to start us out, Emily?
Yeah, sure. I'm just down here talking to Mia Morris about my outfit malfunctions. I'm like, the zipper's going to hit the guitar the whole time, but I think we solved it. Can I have a little bit more of my vocal in the monitor, please? Actually, I'm not even plugged into my guitar. Hello! How many drinks have we all had? Such a fun night. That was my fault. I'm sorry. Okay. But yeah, definitely more vocal, pretty please. So hey guys, my name's Emily Brooke. I'm originally from South Florida, and I moved here like 3 years ago now. It's just crazy. I've been doing Song Suffragettes, I think I've done like over 30 shows or something now, which is crazy. So it's definitely such an amazing night, and I feel so honored to get to be here. It was so awesome getting to see Kelsey and Nicolle just like really talk. It felt like such an intimate thing where you were just kind of like in their living room or something, you know what I mean? It just felt really cool and open, and I just love that. And I figured by now we're feeling good. We've gotten some drinks in us. We're kind of buzzing, so to say, maybe. Feeling good? Feeling good? Yeah? All right. This song is called Buzzin' Like You, and it's one of my very few like cutesy songs. But I have a very nice boyfriend right now, so he's great.
Right now.
I don't know why that I get so uncomfortable when I talk about sweet things. I'm like, you know, but I think that's the trauma. But no, he's seriously amazing. He actually just moved in with me last week, so we're doing great. But this song is about him, and it's called Buzzin' Like You, so I hope you guys like it. Sure, we could go out. We could close down every single bar in this town. We'll do what we do. We'll throw back a few. But you do something to me Crown and Sprite just can't do. But I'm thinking the party we've already started might ought to stay right here. We don't need those neon lights. We got everything we need tonight. You keep me rocking, ain't no closing time in this room. 'Cause nothing gets me buzzing, baby, like you. Sure, we could call up some friends. We could go out dancing, stumble back at 3 a.m. Or I could stay lost, just hearing it talk. Whispering sweet nothings, what is nothing at all. But I'm thinking this party we've already started, might ought to stay right here. We don't need those neon lights. We got everything we need tonight. You keep me rocking, fresh one, y'all.
Love that.
Thank you.
How y'all doing? Good? Having a good Monday night, huh? Not bad for a Monday. Thank y'all for being here, and thank you, Song Suffragettes, for having me. It is an honor to be here for this anniversary show, and I love playing with this group. It's some good girls that y'all are getting to see tonight. My name is Caroline Watkins, and I don't know what I was going to say about myself. I was trying to think of something cool to say, but I don't really. I'm just happy to be here. This verse I want to play is a song that I wrote with my friend Lauren Hungate here, and our friend Emily Landis, who is also awesome. This song is a song we wrote in Orange Beach, Alabama, around a hot tub with some boxed wine and cigarettes, and it's a fun little song, so I hope y'all like it. He rode up in a Silverado like a Texas storm. He hit me just like whiplash, swinging through those double doors. He tipped his hat and tipped the band right then and there. I knew when he ordered that tequila shot and told him make it two. Same horse, different cowboy, want 'em all the same. Voice like Johnny Cash with a look like John Wayne. Same damn pickup truck, different pickup line. Same whiskey, different night. Hell, I guess I got a type. Same horse, different cowboy. Well, I let him use that southern drawl. I'd let him rope me in. Like I don't mind, he'll burn me like his family cattle brand. And no, it won't hurt him, the thanks he don't know that he ain't my first rodeo. Same horse, different cowboy, want 'em all the same. Voice like Johnny Cash with a look like John Wayne. Same damn pickup truck, different pickup line. Same whiskey, different night. Hell, I guess I got a type. Same horse, different cowboy. Well, it always seems to end the same with the morning light. Always hate to see him saddle up, but I love to watch him ride. Same horse, different cowboy, want 'em all the same. Voice like Johnny Cash with a look like John Wayne. Same damn pickup truck, different pickup line. Same whiskey, different night. I guess I got a type. Same horse, different cowboy. Same horse, different cowboy. Same horse, different cowboy. But you ain't no different cowboy. Thank you.
I always feel weird, like, do I sing along? Because I know all the words, but I...
Yes, you do. And you didn't,
And
so
then
thanks
it's
a lot.
also like a year before me, so it's like, I love that.
That was really good.
That's really good. I love that song. I do love that song.
Be honest.
I like it. I love it. Anyways, we're really glad to have you guys here. I hate to bring it down, but I'm about to bring it down. I'm a piano player, so like it's like the perfect excuse because I'm like, oh, I can't help it. It's a piano. It's only sad songs, only slow songs. Whoops. This first one. The fun thing about watching people like Kelsey and Nicolle is for us that are just songwriters and for artists as well. It's like you always hope that you find a connection like that where you're like, oh, this is a writer I really like. This is an artist I really like. And I think that's what everyone's kind of looking for. It's like, it is a bit like dating where you're like, man, I have chemistry with these people and I want to be with these people all the time. I like them as people. I like writing songs with them. And so this next one is with an artist I feel that way. I wrote it with Lauren Watkins, who is related to Caroline
My
Watkins.
baby sister.
And Caroline Watkins. So we wrote this song one night at Caroline's house about ex-husbands that we don't have. Write what you know.
Write what you know.
So it's called Secondhand.
Carrying nothing fancy, discount jeweler Gatlinburg. I said hell yeah when he asked me. Set the date for May 1st. Saw the picture yesterday, guess now you've worn that suit 2 times. Hair, a dress, and her bouquet. Damn, they sure do look like mine. Seem all different, bright. Bet she don't know you got all dressed up for me first. Your mama cried in that same old front row pew. Bet she don't know that the pastor said the same words. Second-hand vows, second-hand flowers, second-hand best man speech. And she's the second hand to wear that ring. Last time I saw it in person, last date that we ever had, I told him to keep the damn thing, go to hell and don't come back. Then you found her awful fast. But she don't know you got all dressed up for me first. Your mama cried in that same old front row pew. But she don't know that the pastor said the same words. Second-hand vows, second-hand flowers, second-hand best man speech. She's the second hand to wear that ring. The second hand till death do us part. Hope she don't wear this second-hand broken heart. But she don't know you got all dressed up for me first. Your mama cried in that same old front row pew. But she don't know that the pastor said the same words. Second-hand vows, second-hand flowers, second-hand best man speech. And yeah, it shines, but that first time you were buying it for me. She's the second hand to wear that ring. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, that was so good. I love a piano sad moment. You know? That's good. Hey guys, my name's Madeline Merlo, and I'm so excited to be here. Thank you all for coming out on a Monday. I know that we have all just been in awe of the ladies up on stage, and then with Kelsey and Nicolle, it was just so cool. So I was going to do a different song, but I got some really good news today that one of my songs went gold. And so I feel like she deserves to be played, you know? I'm keying the songs that I'm playing down a little bit. I had laryngitis a couple weeks ago, so if my voice does something very strange, just like pretend it just didn't happen. So I wrote this song in literally like the worst season of my entire life. I was in a bad state. There's a lot going on. My mental health was just not good. Make sure you take care of that. But I got through it, and so this song is kind of about the party at like the end of the tunnel after you get through it, and you always do. So this one is called "It Didn't." It goes like this. I spent 3 days crying tears on my mama's couch. I ordered cheap Chinese so I didn't have to leave the house. I bought some cigarettes and a new dress, the kind of things that you do when you're low. But a little time and a little wine, yeah, you know that I'm good to go. Like, ooh, you know this girl's been feeling brand new. I traded up for a penthouse view. Even when that shit breaks your heart, pop that champagne at your pity party. Hey, I got more fight than you might think, so I'ma pour me a drink. It was what it was, now it isn't. I thought it would kill me, but it didn't. Yeah. La-da-da-da. It was the end of the world till the sun came up again. I was running out of breath till I caught that second wind. I caught a good vibe, I hit the reset. I got a new song stuck in my head. Ooh, you know this girl's been feeling brand new. I traded up for a penthouse view. Even when that shit breaks your heart, pop that champagne at your pity party. Hey, I got more fight than you might think, so I'ma pour me a drink. It was what it was, now it isn't. I thought it would kill me, but it didn't. No, no. Ooh, oh, it didn't. I kissed a new guy, got a little high, kind of things that you do when you're low, but a little time, and I'm good to go. Ooh, you know this girl's been feeling brand new. I traded up for a penthouse view. When that shit breaks your heart, pop that champagne for your pretty body. Yeah, I got more fight than you might think, so I'ma pour me a drink. It was what it was, now it isn't. I thought it would kill me, but it didn't. No, it didn't.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
I think we're literally all gonna like research how to get laryngitis. So
Yeah, I know.
How to
So
get
good.
laryngitis and sound like that.
It's
I
on the
wish.
mend, but
I wish. Hello, everybody. It's me in the big red chair down here. My name's Peyton. It's good to be here. Let me start by saying how talented all of these people on stage are, and all of the people the first round are, and also the second. I remember seeing Kelsey on radio tour on YouTube and trying to get all my friends to go see her play in my hometown. And I was like, this girl's gonna be huge, just trust me. And they were like, yeah, it's cold, and she's playing a water park, and I don't know if I'm gonna go. And so I finally like convinced this kid. I was like, hey, I'll buy you like Chick-fil-A if you'll come with me and see this girl play. And then she got done playing, and I was like, yeah, I was right. And then we sat, and we were like, should we bother them at dinner? And I was like, no. So we didn't. But I did just meet Kelsey after all that time. So it's good to be here, full circle. Let's see. There is a strong chance this guitar doesn't actually work. I tried to warn the girls up here. I smashed it, to put it lightly. There she is.
Hey, there you go.
It was in a round of, I was just acting up, and then I smashed my guitar, and I was like, all right, I deserved it. My name is Peyton. This is a song that I wrote with Billy Montana, and I'm the middle of three girls, and I just kind of wish everyone would get along all the time. So this is where that comes from. It's called First Stone. Cutthroat culture, internet vulture, circling the sky waiting for a mistake. Grapevine gospel, cattle collar parcels, hanging dirty laundry up on display. If everybody lived in big glass houses where everyone could see all the secrets we own, then we'd sweep our own floors, tidy up our own couches, do ourselves a favor, leave the neighbor alone. We'd quit trying to be right, we'd be a little more nice. If everybody lived in big glass houses,
fast forward through the first storm. Might see clearer looking in the mirror. Might be better for the human race if we took a deep breath and a few steps back, gave a little less opinion and a lot more grace. If everybody lived in big glass houses where everyone could see all the secrets we own, that we'd sweep our own floors, tidy up our own couches, do ourselves a favor, leave the neighbor alone. We quit trying to be right, we'd be a little more nice. If everybody lived in big glass houses, bet we'd all think twice before we threw the first stone. We can go at each other till every last wall is shattered, or we can just remember love is really all that matters. If everybody lived in big glass houses, I bet we'd sweep our own floors, tidy up our own couches. Yeah, we quit trying to be right, we'd be a little more nice. If everybody lived in big glass houses, bet we'd all think twice before we threw the first stone. Bet we'd all think twice before we threw the first stone.
That is so good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I love that. Wow.
Miss Mia, are you gonna play a song for us?
Yeah, I need you to
She better.
Anyone know any jokes? No.
The joke is how awful it is getting this keyboard up here.
It's a pain, isn't it? A little
Yeah.
bit. I wish I was a guitar girl.
It's
I'm in
okay.
lessons.
Lauren just lets me play places with her so I can accompany her. I'm not actually that good. I just get to write songs with Lauren Hungate.
I love it. My accompanist. Just kidding. She's the muscle.
The muscle. Yep. It's okay. Hey, isn't Mia awesome? I don't know if y'all have noticed, but she plays like a million instruments.
Yes.
Does anyone out there have any jokes?
Yeah.
Anyone? Not a funny crowd?
How about this? Who thinks they are from the farthest here tonight? Right here? Where are y'all from? Where are you from?
London. Oh.
Okay, that's pretty
Can
far.
anyone beat that?
Can anybody beat London? Who can beat London? Anyone? Over here?
Germany. Did you guys come here for us?
All right, arm wrestle.
Yes, exactly. Can anybody beat Germany? I'm not very good with geography, so I don't really know what's further than that. No one? All right, congratulations. I don't know what you win.
Winner.
But both of y'all, for speaking up, y'all win
We'll dedicate the
recognition.
last songs
Yeah.
to you.
All in perfect timing. Thanks, guys.
Awesome.
Yes,
we got
Mia
you, Mia.
Morris.
Woohoo!
Thank you. I know a lot of us has kind of like said our spiel, but I just kind of want to take a second to just appreciate us all being right here, right now. Suffragettes has given me a family and a home for 3 years now. It's given me so many friends, 100 big sisters, and just I've gotten so many opportunities because of this very show. So all my thankfulness goes out to them. And with that, I'm going to play a really sad song. Yes. Woo! I didn't plan that out. Sorry about it. But for this song, I'm going to make a loop, which is basically just going to repeat what I'm doing. You'll get the point in a second. So here we go.
It's finally clear why I'm losing sleep. When I'm drowning, would you ever sink till you see me? It's always been this way, so I should know that there's a you, but there is no we. Oh no, 'cause you just need me. Oh, only when it rains, only when it rains, you finally see me. Only when it rains, it's finally clear. Just hear my final plea. I can't tread much longer, won't you sing till you see me? It's always been this way, so I should know that there's a you, but there is no we. Oh no, 'cause you just need me. Oh, only when it rains, only when it rains, you finally see me. Only when it rains, oh. Sink till you see me. Only when it rains, only when it rains, you finally see me. Only when it rains, only when it rains, only when it rains, only when it rains, only when it rains.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mia, you are so impressive.
I know. Wow.
So impressive. Oh,
A whole band.
it is the whole band.
Yeah.
I know, really.
You're gonna save so much money on like overhead when you tour because like you don't even have to hire any musicians to play with you.
Mia's gonna make
I've
a
thought
one-man
about
album.
that.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Period. It's been so cool. Like, I have played like I think over 30 shows, like I said earlier, but for some reason tonight I was like so nervous, like so just like excited that like when you're excited you're just like and it like turns into nervousness. But it's been so cool because I have been playing this show for a while and I've been so honored and blessed all the amazing people and like other songwriters and girls that I've met through this, and Mia is definitely one of them. I think you started playing when you were like 15 with Suffragettes, right? 14. So I feel like I've watched you like grow into like your artistry and like you as like a soon-to-be woman, or you are a woman, but like a grown woman, and it's just been so freaking cool, and you're awesome.
Thank
I
you.
feel like a big sister.
I love you, Emily.
She's amazing.
Mia's the MVP.
And most of the time, like, I always forget to send songs, but I'm just like, I know Mia's got it. Like, so like, it's whatever. Sorry for the unnecessary stress, but I feel like you don't stress. You just come up here, you're like, yeah, I got it.
I just go with the flow, man. If I mess up, like, you just keep going. I don't know.
That's great.
Good attitude, yeah.
She's the best. Oh my gosh. So, let's see. This next song that I'm gonna do, I was thinking about this. I was like, I really should have probably started with my sad song, but I always remember like the person that sits in this chair. We always try to do like upbeat songs, like kick off the show. So that's my excuse why I didn't start with a slow song. So I'm sorry to be leaving you in this state with me ending singing. But this song's called "Easy on Me," and it went viral on TikTok, which is like a super. Oh, thank you. I love you. You're like a second ago, you're like hyping me up, and we were both like, yeah, we're drinking. Anyway, so this song is really sad. But I went through like my first really bad breakup, heartbreak, all the fun things about growing up. So fun. And I was just like thinking about it, and you know when someone's just like trying to be nice about it, when they're like breaking your heart. It's like really fun. They're like, but it's okay, like you're really great. Am I? Am I then? Am I? Interesting. Yes, here we are. So this song is called Easy on Me, and it's a sad version of my personality. Is that too emo to say? But it's basically like, you know, don't go easy on me. Like, tell me how it is. Don't sugarcoat it. Just do it. So here we go. I hope you guys like it. This is out everywhere, so if you guys are in the mood to cry yourself to sleep tonight, this may be the vibe. And please tag me in it if you do. So here we go.
I can taste the truth in your kiss. Feels a little different, something here is missing. I can tell myself it ain't what it is, but it would be useless. Forget all your excuses, 'cause I know you don't wanna hurt me, but it hurts more when I can see your heart staring out the door. If you're gonna leave, please take this love with you. Go make it hurt now. I don't want it hanging around, 'cause love don't go easy when you're let down gently, baby. If you're gonna break it to me, break it completely, and don't go easy on me. I don't want your sympathy. Say it to me honestly. I will be okay without you. I don't wanna let you go, but all that I know is that I can feel the break in my heart already coming on. So please don't drag it on, don't drag it on. If you're gonna leave, please take this love with you. Go make it hurt now. I don't want it hanging around, 'cause love don't go easy when you're let down gently, baby. If you're gonna break it to me, break it completely, and don't go easy on me. If you're gonna leave, please take this love with you. Go make it hurt now. I don't want it hanging around, 'cause love don't go easy when you're let down gently, baby. If you're gonna break it to me, break it completely. And I ain't saying don't go, but don't go easy on me. Don't go easy.
Yeah. Thank you guys. My name's Emily Brooke. Please check me out on social media. I'd appreciate it. Check out my music. Thank you guys.
Beautiful. Awesome. Well, thank y'all for being here tonight, and thank you again to the Song Suffragettes and Listening Room for having me. I'm in pretty good company tonight, aren't I? These girls up here, everybody before. Wow. It's been a good night, hasn't it? Y'all think? Yeah. I think so, too. Well, my name is Caroline Watkins again. I got one more song for y'all. This one is, I think Kelsey and Nicolle were talking about this earlier, about how, you know, you get really lucky to write with some really awesome people in Nashville, and and make some good friends that you get to make music with. But you kind of forget that, you know, we all kind of started out writing by ourselves. And it's a good thing because you get to write with such awesome people, but it's also kind of good to get back to, you know, where you started. So I'm going to play a song I wrote by myself. This song is just a song about how thankful I am for music and country music in general. So hope y'all like it. Well, that was really beautiful, wasn't it? I'm sorry, I guess I'm nervous. Here we go. We're going to try that again. Also, this is a song from a guy's perspective. I was supposed to write with some guys that day, and they canceled, so I still wrote a song. So it took that for me to write by myself, but I did it. Finally got the chance to take her out, dropping her off at her parents' house. I was 16 and scared to death, Trident spearman on my breath. Prettiest thing I'd ever seen, sitting right there in my shotgun seat, pulling in that driveway, stereo playing George Strait. Almost walked her in without kissing her. But check yes or no came on and gave me the nerve. And if that song had never played, if those speakers weren't cranked up, if I hadn't felt the heartbeat of that guitar and the drums, if no one ever wrote those words down or sang that melody, what I would have missed out on, God only knows. If it wasn't for the radio. Thank you. I can't play guitar tonight, y'all. I'm sorry. All that summer we rode around, never turned that dial down. We would sing Strawberry Wine, and she was my Miss American Pie. Broke my heart like young loves do, made me a lovesick fool, and I'd just drive around all night, 'cause Lord knows teenage boys don't cry. But I'd sing my heart out to Whiskey Lullaby. He stopped loving her today and always on my mind. And if those songs had never played, if those speakers weren't cranked up, if I hadn't felt the heartbeat of that guitar and the drums, if no one ever wrote those words down or sang those melodies, how I would have made it through, God only knows. If it wasn't for the radio. On the road leaving Nashville, 'cause my guitar couldn't pay the bills, I called Mom, I said I'm coming back. Least I gave it all I had. But about 100 miles north of my hometown, I heard live like you were dying, and turn that truck around. And if that song had never played, if those speakers weren't cranked up, if I hadn't felt the heartbeat of that guitar and the drums, if no one ever wrote those words down or sang that melody, where the hell I'd be right now, God only knows. If it wasn't for the radio. Yeah, thank God for the radio. Thank you. I freaked myself out on the guitar that first time around, and then I just, sorry about that, y'all, but thank you.
Man, how special is that song? It's so good.
Thank you.
That's right. Someone
That's
does.
right.
If anyone
You
knows
tell them,
anyone.
from your mouth to God's ears, right?
I love that song. So this next one, you better snap out of it if you're gonna
Sorry,
play.
sorry.
I'm
I'm
just
gonna
kidding,
play it
I'm
right.
just kidding. No, you're fine.
I'm sorry. I'm frazzled.
Caroline's playing guitar for me for this next song.
Just her accompanist. I told y'all.
No, she's the brains. The brains and the muscle.
Wow.
So Caroline and I met in a Bible study that we got kicked out of together. That is.
I love the punchline of that one. Always.
Yeah, I think people are like, did that happen? Yes,
Yeah.
actually, it really did happen. So we didn't meet like in a writer's room or anything. We met at this Bible study that we got kicked out of. We're not sure why we got kicked out of it still. We think oversharing, but
we pretty much know, but like
pretty much know.
we never got a definite answer. Is
No. But we think it was oversharing.
Oh well.
We're a little too rough around the edges. But we, Caroline texted. We also got kicked out with another songwriter, our friend named Carly, and that was the dumbest mistake they could have ever made, because 3 songwriters getting kicked out of the same Bible study. Of course, we're like, let's write a song about it.
They should have known.
They should have known, and so we had like a group thread, and Caroline's like, we gotta write a song.
Trouble by Taylor Swift. Q, I knew you were trouble by Taylor Swift.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we were like, we gotta write a song about this. So Caroline texted us one day and was like, you guys, let's write a song about getting kicked out of Bible study. And we did. And it is called Kicked Out of Bible Study. And every piece of this song is true. So we hope you guys enjoy.
We all met on a Wednesday night, 6 p.m. right on the dime. They all said, bring something to share. So I showed up with a box of wine. Beth Moore's Guide to the Book of James. Where you going to church? And what's your name? I thought heaven sent me some better friends, 'cause I'd been falling far from grace. They asked me how they could pray for me, so I told them. Bless my heart and sent me off. Only took a couple weeks to notice. I got kicked out of Bible study. Don't know what the hell I did wrong. I love Jesus and Jesus loves me. They wrote me off as too far gone. A little too much Mary Magdalene. Did they forget she was the Lord's best friend? Thank God only God can judge me, 'cause I got kicked out of Bible study.
Y'all want to be in our Bible study?
I've told the truth and then some more. Thought that's what this whole thing was for. Did I hurt their feelings when I said damn? Maybe they thought I was just a horrendous example of a righteous lady. I really didn't think I was all that crazy, but I guess I was, and I guess I am, 'cause I ain't gonna get invited back to Katie's. I got kicked out of Bible study. Don't know what the hell I did wrong. I love Jesus and Jesus loves me. They wrote me off as too far gone. A little too much Mary Magdalene. Did they forget she was the Lord's best friend? Thank God only God can judge me, 'cause I got kicked out of Bible study. Here's the deep part.
Yeah.
Half of them had bracelets on saying, what would Jesus do? Well, I'm pretty sure he would do just about anything else. They're hypocrites 'cause they don't give a shit about the hearts they're gonna lose. Ain't nobody ever gone to heaven being told they're going to hell. Oh well. I got kicked out of Bible study. Don't know what the hell I did wrong. I love Jesus and Jesus loves me. He don't mind that I write drinking songs. Little too much Mary Magdalene. Did they forget she was the Lord's best friend? Thank God only God can judge me. Yeah, he and I
if anyone has one.
No, we're starting one. We're starting one.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
That is so good.
All right, this is obviously my last song, but we just want to thank you guys again. The ones that are staying strong, still sitting here. I know it's a little late, but we so appreciate you guys. Like I said, my name's Madeline Merlo, and I'm just so grateful. Suffragettes for having me tonight. I'm going to end with a song that kind of changed my life. In 2020, I randomly got on this NBC show called Songland. Yeah. And it was crazy because I literally, like, a casting director from NBC slid in my DMs 3 years ago. Like, it's just crazy how God works in the craziest ways. And he was like, would you be down for this show? And I was like, okay. Sent him one song, and they said, your flight's tomorrow. So it was so crazy. So I get there, and I'm very scared. And my artist it's basically a show where you like live pitch songs to artists, and it was Lady A, and I ended up winning, which is very off-brand because I don't normally win things. And then even crazier, they decided to take their single that they had out at the time off radio and put my song instead. And it became a 3-week #1 song. Yeah. Praise the Lord. So yeah, absolutely life-changing from a DM. So maybe check your DMs, ladies. I don't know. Maybe not though. There's some weird stuff in there sometimes. Yeah. So if you guys know this song, you can sing along. That would be really cool. It's called Champagne Night. Stars go out on a sunset strip, but after last call, ours still stay lit. Make a 20 last like it's 1990. It's way out here, where we're from. We don't say ooh la la, carry on. Don't need no bottle service budget, no. Got no money, but we love it. Raising plastic cups to life and luxury. C'est la vie on a Friday. We get dressed up in a blue jean tux and we go where you don't need a highway. Don't need bubbles and bubbles to get in all kinds of trouble out in the country. Need a crystal chandelier to have a real good time. We're drinking beer on a champagne night. Yeah. Velvet robes in our hometown bar. VIPs are drinking PBR. No, we don't need a high-rise skyline view from a window. 'Cause way out here, where we're from, we don't have to be fancy to have a whole lot of fun. Raising plastic cups to life and luxury. C'est la vie on a Friday. We get dressed up in a blue jean tux and we go where you don't hear the highway. Don't need bubbles and bubbles, getting all kinds of trouble out in the country. Don't need a crystal chandelier to have a real good time. We're drinking beer on a champagne night. Oh, we're drinking beer on a champagne night. Yeah.
There we go.
We'll never see us sipping long stained glasses, even if we're in a Hollywood palace. No, we ain't no, we ain't dripping in diamonds or getting rhinestoned. Raising plastic cups to a life of luxury. C'est la vie on a Friday. Get dressed up in a blue jean tux and we go where you don't hear the highway. Don't need bubbles and bubbles, getting all kinds of trouble out in the country. Don't need a crystal chandelier to have a real good time. We're drinking beer on a champagne night. Oh, drinking beer on a champagne night. Oh, we're drinking beer on a champagne night.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Madeline Merlo. Look, they give me the finishing stance, and she's got #1 hit. Great. Great. I'm just the new kid, all right? This is my first time at Suffragettes. Just throw me to the deep end. I've got the softest red chair, and it's been so hard to, like, not just, slouch. My grandmother would be like, hold them shoulders back, Peyton. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. This has been so much fun, and I just feel honored to get to be here. I just got back from my first time in the state of California. I got nominated for... Are y'all from California? Hey, I want to go back already. I got nominated for an iHeart Radio Award this year, which was pretty amazing, for TikTok Songwriter of the Year. So TikTok, what a magical little platform it is. And it's been very good to me. Never did I ever think that it would like me or my music, but it has been sweet. That TikTok girl, she's a nice one. So it was a lot of fun, and because I was just in LA, I cut my nice fingernails to play all these songs tonight. And it's, you know, I would do it for you again, honestly. But it's been fun, and I found out this next song, which was one of those TikTok songs, hit 1 million streams today. And thank you. It's my first and only song I've got out, so that's pretty amazing. And I'm excited to put out more stuff. But if you like it, it just hit 1 million. So if you want to make it 1,000,001, go stream it. This is called Therapy. My name is Peytan Porter. I think we got one more, right, after this? A big
We have the
community
cover
hang?
song.
We're going to smash that thing. It's going to be awesome. All right. Here it goes. Forgive me for not picking up. I just think I've heard enough. I'm sure you've got a lot to say, but I'm all out of rainy days. You only thought about yourself while you were putting me through hell. You didn't notice, and you know it, so I'm giving me some therapy, taking back the time you took away from me. People always told me you were bad for me. Don't get mad at me while I take a little time to focus on my recovery. Do a little personal discovery of who I am now that you got a piece of me. So baby, let me be. I gotta get through a little therapy. I joked about starting this song so much lower than the original. Now I've got regrets. Drinking less and sleeping more. Found who I was looking for. This new me you don't get to see. 'Cause baby, I'm loving this therapy, taking back the time you took away from me. People always told me you were bad for me. Don't get mad at me while I take a little time to focus on my recovery. Do a little personal discovery of who I am now that you got a piece of me. So baby, let me be. I gotta get through a little therapy. Better than before, thanks for nothing, boy. Didn't need your help, did it by myself. In therapy, 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 taking back the time you took away from me. People always told me that you were bad. Don't be mad while I take a little time to focus on my recovery. Do a little personal discovery of who I am now that you got a piece of me. So baby, let me be. I gotta get through a little therapy.
Peytan Porter.
Peytan Porter, yes, ma'am. Good job, everyone. Wow. Thank you guys so much. Again, we know this is like the late shift, but we really appreciate you guys being here, as everyone has said a million times. We really do. It doesn't, we feed off of you guys, so it's really important that you guys are here, and we love you. The last song we're going to play, we're going to do a cover song, and we wanted to kind of do a little bit of a nod to the artist that they honored last year, Miss Ashley McBride. Woo! So for our cover song, we're going to do Girl Going Nowhere in a sold-out listening room show. Yes, so my beautiful accompanist is going to play guitar for it.
I got you.
Thank you guys so much again for being here. This is Girl Going Nowhere.
Don't waste your life behind that guitar. You may get gone, but you won't get far. You're not the first, you won't be the last. And you can tell us all about it when you come crawling back that road you're on. Just winds and winds, you're spinning your wheels, wasting your time. When the lights come on and I hear the band, what they said I'd never be is exactly where I am. I hear the crowd, I look around, and I can't find one empty chair. Not bad for a girl going nowhere. I get these calls out on the road. I heard your song on my radio. We always said that you'd make it big. And I tell all my friends that I knew you back when. So don't forget all us little folks. And when you crash and burn, remember we told you so. And then the lights come up and I hear the band, and where they said I'd never be is exactly where I am. I hear the crowd, I look around, I can't find one empty chair. Not bad for a girl going nowhere. Well, I need to thank my daddy for that first set of strings, and all those folks who swore I'd never be anything. Took a whole lot of yes I wills and I don't cares. A whole lot of basement dives and county fairs. To this show right now, and y'all sure look good out there. Not bad for a girl going nowhere. Not bad for a girl going nowhere.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much. We love you. Thank you.
Thank y'all. God bless you.
Thank you.